Fam, you wouldn't show up to your game unprepared, so why you still wilding out down there? That's why I had to collab with Manscaped. It's all about precision, confidence, and staying ready for whatever's coming your way, if you get what I mean. When you feel clean, you move different. And on the Courtnee Edgar show, we keep it real, we keep it sharp, focused, and ready for anything. Now, I ain't gonna steer you wrong, so you gotta make sure you hit the link below. The link is gonna be in the description as well as pinned in the chat. And look, get your Manscaped kit right now and stop showing up to life unprepared. Now let's get into it. Welcome to the Courtnee Edgar Show. What it is, what's up, man? I was on mute. Lord Jesus, I was on mute. But what it is, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome to another show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube, where we talk about everything under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. What up, friend? Listen, we got some fire topics for y'all tonight. I know I typically live stream at 9:05 p.m. Arizona time, but I say, you know what? Let me see what the people think about it. Maybe I should start doing it at 7:05. We'll see. I'm already doing it. I'm already doing it at 7:05 during the week. So I'm like, let's see what the people think about 7:05 on the weekend, because I get it. Some of y'all on the East Coast, but it's basically time for y'all bedtime by the time I go live. So hey, I know y'all be want to catch me live instead of having to rewatch it. So I get it. So we gonna see how it works out. We may end up going back to 9:05, but we will see. We will see how everything works out. All right. So before we get into these topics tonight, I need you to first make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right. Second, if you haven't tapped into the Patreon, be sure to tap into the Patreon, because we have the conversations in YouTube, but we move different in the Patreon. So you definitely want to tap into the Patreon. I will be putting that link in the comment section soon, but it's also in the description as well. All right. So I want to go ahead and get started with these topics for tonight. You feel me? What do I want to start? You know what? I want to show love. I want to show some love today to a good friend of mine. She's also in the YouTube content creation world, and she's doing big numbers. She's doing big things, and she has a lot of things coming. You know, she has her own production thing. You know, she's trying to do movies. She got the whole thing working. You feel me? My girl Rachie Mack, from Rachie Mack Film Productions, out of Mobile, my hometown, my home city. You know, she's out there making moves and big moves. So I told her, I said, you know what? I'm gonna react to one of your videos, man, because I think what you're doing is pretty dope, and not many people are actually doing it. And you're taking advantage of the things that we have today. You know, we got the iPhones. You know, we have everything at our disposal right now. You don't need this crazy amount of equipment in order to produce your own movies or produce your own shows or produce your own skits. All you need is an iPhone. So we're gonna watch and react to this 8-minute video that she has. It's more so like I ain't gonna hold you. When you look at it, it kind of like she can be on Tubi on this shit. I ain't gonna hold you. And that's not a slight. That's real shit. Like, Tubi paying good money over there. You feel me? So please don't take that as a slight. Nah, this is real shit. Like, this shit could be on Tubi. You feel me? It's an 8-minute video. The shit that a lot of people can relate to. I think is pretty funny too. So we'll react to it, then I'll give my thoughts. All right. So let's go ahead and rock out.
Don't get the dice. Let's go. There you right. That's right. That's right. What you got? What you got? What you got? Oh, you hit the 8. Ooh, you hit the 8. That's right. Got the 8. What you got? What you got? What you got on? What you got on? What you got on? That's you. That's you. Pick up your money. Let's go. Pick up your money. Show them where they at talking. You gonna run out with the money? Come on, get in the game. You broke or something? Nah, I ain't broke. I'm gonna get in the game. Get in the game. Hey, man, get on money. Hold on, young boy. No, bro, I put that over there. I don't get mad because I told you your sister. I'm gonna get mad because your sister is mine, boy. Yeah.
Hey, right out the gate, I can already tell you, right out the gate, we all know at somebody's house, whether it's grandma's house, auntie house, uncle house, whomever, anytime that there's an event going on, you pull up at the crib, you best fucking believe the uncles, the cousins, whomever, they gonna be playing some dice. They gonna be playing some dice, whether in the house, on the backyard, or on the side of the house. They gonna be playing some dice. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Get money. Don't get back, man. We got I got it. You gonna sit down?
Hey, I'm great, bro. I'm great. How you feeling?
You are going to love my family, okay, Tyler? Like,
all right, and so this, for those of y'all who don't know already, so this is my girl, Rachel Mack. This is her. She's the one that's producing all these different things. She's the one that's spearheading this entire production. So shout out to her. Let me go ahead and give her a round of applause. So yeah, so let's keep this thing going.
Oh, just don't worry about it. Just be yourself and everything's gonna be okay. Okay.
I can do that. I can do that.
Look, y'all, don't be embarrassing me in front of my boyfriend. Of course he got money. I wouldn't even be here.
That's my 401k. 401k. This is why you come in here with a white boy. Looking like Superman. Hey, man, I got in the cash flow. I want to see that moolah.
You talking about
Baby, what's your boyfriend name?
His name is Tyler. Tyler.
What's up, T-Dog?
They said you got a BBL.
No, his second wife had one. That's right. Still looking for you. Yeah, they're looking for you.
They said you had a job since the 99 2000.
For you. You had a job. God damn. But you can't drop it no more. How about that? That's come on, you ain't got no. I'm gonna show you. Let her get her. Let her get her grandson trying to steal from you. I'm gonna show you. See, your fourth wife couldn't do this. Yeah. Still one of these kids.
Y'all know that.
And while you're doing all that damn talking, you need to figure out who your son feud belongs to. Not another feud. What the hell you talking about? Yeah, your son feud. You know he know what I'm talking about. Ask him about it. What you talking about? Yeah. Checkmate, motherfucker. See what happened was it was cold night. Back in 92, I was on that Mad Dog, and I remember sleeping in some warm.
That's enough. That's enough.
You a wild boy. You lying, bro. I ain't
lying. And every time, it never fails. Every time you at an event like that and you get a little bit too drunk in there, that food get a little too good, and them drinks get a little too good, everybody, next thing you know, secrets start coming up out that bitch. Number secrets, auntie, your uncle, really your daddy, your cousin, your third cousin, really your sister or your brother. Man, listen, your uncle was sleeping around with your brother's ex-girlfriend. boy, it be so much shit going on. You like, hey man, like what the fuck is going on here?
Why can't we handle this in a civilized manner?
Now wait a minute. Now, Barney Fife, you can't just bring your ass up in here. It's 2000, not the 1800s. You gonna respect my household.
But
You
if
goddamn
he got that nonprofit 401c3 thing he was talking about.
No, you see, you was a dummy. A 401 is a BMW. It don't come out to $2,000 with that.
What's wrong with you, man?
Hold on now.
I'm getting tripping, man. Baby's lit.
So, Larita, fix this boy here some meat. Look at it. He ain't no mistake. Now we ain't got no turkey and no potato salad with the raisins in it. But we can fix some something over here. You gonna eat some more?
My name's Loretta, Mama.
Loretta, Perm, John. I don't give a damn. Fix him a plate. Now I told you you always don't want to listen. Half-ass listening. You see what I'm talking about? She don't like to listen.
Bang bang, chow
ma'am.
super bang, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
okay, Tyler. You gonna love my grandma food. You sure will, Jeremy. You gonna love the shit out of it.
Hey, make sure you give him some of that cornbread.
You gonna eat some cornbread today? Have you ever ate cornbread before?
No.
You ain't ever
He had one. No.
You are going to love this cornbread.
I have.
See, I just told you.
Oh,
That yellow cornmeal might turn you black, but I ain't gonna lie.
Got you a plate ready. And here you go, sweetie.
Is it gluten free? Because if not, I'm gonna get gas.
No, this is going to be the best thing you ever had, and it's going to change your life.
Tyler, shut up and eat this cornbread.
Oh man, the stuff
And
hold
it
them
got
out.
seasonings on it. I know y'all not used to
Man,
that
hold them
either.
out. They the nigga vibe.
damn. That shit was good. Fuck. On my mama here. 201 right here. 201.
Yeah, turn them out.
What we got?
That's snake eye. That's snake eye.
What a turn them out. Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
gonna double it.
Oh, yeah, everybody. Don't nobody move. Don't nobody move. It ain't Tyler.
Cam Bam.
Dog. Pick up T-Dog.
Cam Bam.
Y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all got this boy up here. Next, baby. Y'all got this boy up here getting money. You up here doing all of that shit.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
he hit a five.
And it never fails. Every black party somewhere along the lines, in any black party anywhere, they gonna start doing the goddamn line dancing to whatever new song that came out. A line dance is warranted. On God. Our crew came in and showed a little love. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Listen, we got a long show ahead of us, y'all. We got a long show ahead. So just drink.
And that's a tax write-off. Whole property. IRS can't touch that motherfucker.
Hey, Tyler, you ready to go?
It's T-Dog. Put some respect on my name, woman. Don't make me a play.
Okay, T-Dog.
Yeah. Now slap some of that cornbread on there too. For real though.
Well,
All right, y'all. We gonna see
I'm
y'all
gonna see
later.
on everything. I'm be back. This shit was busting.
you gonna start your church line there?
I don't know about y'all, but go check to see if my good shine in there.
The Holy Ghost stomp. I guarantee you, everybody's church gonna be good. You get the right beat behind you. You get the right beat behind you. You throw that bitch on TikTok. You get everybody doing it. I guarantee you that shit gonna hit. Make it a dance that everybody can do. Make it simple. Don't be too extra with it. A dance that's easy to learn, that people will want to learn, that multiple people can do it at once. And don't make it too long either. Make it quick. If you can do it if somebody can do it and they can learn it within the next 5 to 10 minutes, you straight.
Turned them into United Negro Health College Fund. Check to make sure.
I'm driving for everything. We checking.
Once they go back, they start stealing shit off our back.
Yeah, and we all know that, that humpback mama or grandmama or TT, whatever the case. We all know them. But listen, bro, shout out to Rachel Mack, man. Shout out to her, bro. Shout out to her. She's doing big things, bro, and she just started. She ain't even tipped the iceberg yet, man. She got a lot of potential in what she's doing. She's only gonna continue to get better. I've been rocking with her content for a hot minute, and she's only getting better, and she's doing more and more. She got a lot of things up her sleeve. So make sure, if you haven't, go support her. I think she's on TikTok too. Rachel Mack Film Productions. She's on YouTube. Help her get to 1,000 subscribers. Go help her get monetized, so that way she can build and grow her platform up, man. Definitely go do that, bro. She's dope. She's solid. She got a lot of content coming. She does I think she does many different genres too. Singing, comedy. She do like SNL skits, shit like that too. So definitely, hey, go check her out, man. Go show her some love, man. Go show her some love. Go blow her shit up. Real talk. All right. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. All right. So look, let's move. Let's keep this train rolling. So I want to tap into another situation. Before I get to this, I want to tap into this one. So every time we start talking about relationships, dating, men and women, why women leave men, the things that women go through, what men go through. But here's something that's not really talked about a lot, because I know when we talk about relationships and reasons why, a lot of, and it's not all women, so please understand that, but a lot of situations where we talk about men and women, a lot of times, a lot of women will use the aspect of a man was abusive, DV, verbal abuse or physical abuse, some along those lines. Well, what if he was abusive? All this extra shit. But typically 9 times out of 10, it's not necessarily the case. They just use that as a way to justify the reason why they left the relationship, which that wasn't even the whole point of them leaving in the first fucking place. But here's the flip side of that. One of the things that we never talk about is DV when the woman does it upon the man. Now, in this case, I came across this video on X, and there's this woman who was pretty much hitting up on, I guess, her baby daddy or her boyfriend or whatever you want to call him, in front of the little girl, in front of their child. You feel me? So we're gonna play that video, then I'll get my thoughts on it. All right. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's rock out.
You don't blame me?
Gotta keep it on video. Got my daughter in the back seat with her.
Oh, I fucking stabbed you.
Get off me. Get off me. My daughter is in the back seat. Get off me. I've been driving.
Quit videoing.
Quit video. Why? So you keep hitting me? And try to burn me on shit? Get away from me.
Hit me first.
Cars passing in traffic could hit them. Could have hit cars passing in traffic. She don't give a fuck about my daughter's life. You don't give a fuck about my daughter's life. Because you don't give a fuck about yours. Because you don't give a fuck about your life. You don't give a fuck about my daughter's. See what you're doing in your time? You hit me after I caught you stealing. Yep.
Oh, you didn't choke me. You didn't do none of that.
I had to stop doing that. You just hit her fucking tongue. Let go of my child. You just hit Jordan. Journey.
I didn't.
You just hit Journey. I got a fucking video.
Oh,
I can't just get on video. You hit Journey, bro.
I just came with fucking pennies. What the fuck is the problem? They think they could give us pennies and I can't take the shit back? What to do now?
This is the shit that we talk about. These are the conversations that aren't had. Did he report? I'm pretty sure he didn't. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, they'll probably laugh at him. But the most sad part about this is you're doing this in front of the little girl. You're traumatizing the little girl. You're hitting on the man. Now she sees that. She grows up thinking that it's okay. Because not only is she hitting on him, but he's also allowing it. You should have got rid of that. You should have got rid of that trifling broad a long time ago. We know this ain't all women. We know that. Like, we understand that. But there are situations like this that goes hidden that they don't talk about. It's situations like this that men go through. Women aren't the only ones who go through domestic violence. They aren't. Women aren't the only ones who go through it. Men go through that shit too, but it's just not reported enough. I guarantee you, if it was reported a lot more, I guarantee that number would be a lot higher than what it is now. Because I want to throw some facts at y'all real quick. 70% of DV cases come from lesbian relationships. They stand at number one. Number one. Heterosexual relationships, that mean man and woman, they come number two. I think they're sitting at about 40-something%, 40-something%, something like that. 30-something%, something like that. What comes after that is bi relationships. You know, people who go both ways. And then guess what sits at the bottom of that? Meaning least likely to happen. Men on men relationships. So by using that, by taking that number and looking at the two, if you got lesbian relationships sitting at number one, and you got man on man relationships sitting at the bottom, but yet heterosexual relationships are at number two, just based off of the numbers and doing the math, who do you think is likely to cause a situation in the DV case? Who do you think likely is the problem? And I'm not saying that it's not always the women. I'm not. There a lot of cases that there are men, and then it's very close that it's women too. What's good, press? So we gotta understand. When we have these conversations, we gotta be honest and we gotta be genuine about these conversations. Real talk. Because that's not cool. And even more so, you're doing it in front of the kid. So now not only are you putting yourselves in the fucked up position, you putting this girl in the fucked up position, because now that you put it out here, not only do you not seem fit as a parent, as the man, because you can't control your household. Now there's another situation. Now you're gonna have them people come pick up your kid. Now your kid gonna get raised up in the foster home by somebody that she don't even know. I guess so. Some men do love crazy chicks until she get too crazy. But that's what I'm saying. That toxic shit out the window, bro. That shit don't. Yeah, it's cool. It keeps you on your toes for a minute. It's fun again. It's fun until it ain't fun no more. It's like, all right, bro. I'm done with this toxic shit, bro. I'm done with that. That shit's out the window. Cut that shit all the way the fuck out. Like, come on, bro. Look at this shit. This the part. It ain't. Mind you, he driving the car. He's driving the car. The daughter's in the car. And you as a woman, you can't control your fucking emotions. You can't control yourself. You willing to put everybody's life on the line, including yours. You willing to put everybody's life on the line because you feel some type of way. Now, mind you, if he would have turned around and gave you that bing bop bam across your motherfucking chin, then this ain't know is what was me. Oh my God. Oh, he hit me. Why do y'all not protect black women? Why don't y'all protect women? Nah. Y'all gonna be looking just like that chick Rhoda. What's her name? Rhoda Osmond, the brick lady. Y'all gonna be out there just like her, out there crying wolf, talking about a man hit you with a brick, and come to find out ain't nobody touch you. That was an underlying disease, that big ass lump that was on your face, and you tried to weaponize that to get another black man sent to jail for no goddamn reason, and come to find out you scamming people for money on your GoFundMe account. $40,000. Then you got some goofy ass nigga named Consciously trying to justify the shit that she did, talking about we wrong for saying that she need to send her ass to motherfucking jail, talking about the justice system. Most people think that she need to get more time versus 90 days. She only got 90 days. Like shit, hey, that's a slap on the wrist, basically. So what we talking about? What we talking about? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Gotta do better, bro. We gotta do better, dog. We gotta do better. No, Z-Fan. Rhoda Osmond, the brick lady, bro. And then there was this other guy, because I did a live stream on it, well, I think 2 live streams ago. Guy named Consciously, dude with dreads. He came up on TikTok, you know, talking all this crazy shit, you know. Supposed to be this black power dude, and yeah, all that shit. That's who he's supposed to be. But yeah, man. But let me know what y'all think, bro. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. People got to start leaving the kind of drama. First sign, that's what I'm saying. First sign, I'm up out of there. First sign, I see that you got toxic. Even that, man, I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got no time for it at all. All right. So let's keep this train going. So this is another TikToker. I don't know. She been doing it for a minute. I think she been on TikTok for a minute, but she out here holding other women accountable. And I don't think a lot of people like it. So it's 2 videos. She has 2 videos. And I'm gonna play both of them, and then I'll give my thoughts. Well, I might play one and then give my thoughts, and then play the other one on top of that. All right. So her name is, I think her name is Rika the Bari, something like that. I'll figure it out. But I'm gonna play this video, then we'll give our thoughts. All right. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Connect more with a gay black man than they can with a woman who's speaking logically to them. But you know, I was really thinking about that today, and it's like they hype them up so much when it's like that is the very thing, or one of the very things that literally destroyed the black household. A lot of trans black men, a lot of gay black men, I'm sure they've all been around, or maybe social media is just hyping them up so much, but they are literally everywhere. And I'm probably gonna mess up your algorithm by even saying it and bringing it up, but if you really, really think about it, why else would a black woman, a straight black woman, why so many of them follow gay black men?
Ooh, y'all want, let me play that again, so just in case y'all missed it.
Black women love the fuck out of black gay men, but hate straight black men. If you look at a gay black man's fucking profile, it is filled with straight black women. Why the fuck are so many black women following trans and gay men, but they hate the fuck out of straight black men. And it's only that category. It is literally just that black man that is gay category. Black women don't follow anybody else as much as they follow a gay black man. Oh, yes, queen this, and yes, this. Maybe they're connecting because these trans men are getting their body done like them. The trans man is known to emulate a ghetto black woman, in my opinion. That's what they act like. So maybe they can just connect more with a gay black man than they can with a woman who's speaking logically to them. But, I was really thinking about that today. And it's like they hype them up so much when it's like, that is the very thing, or one of the very things that literally destroyed the black household. A lot of trans black men, a lot of gay black men, I'm sure they've all been around, or maybe social media is just hyping them up so much, but they are literally everywhere. And I'm probably gonna mess up your algorithm by even saying it and bringing it up. But if you really, really think about it, why else would a black woman, a straight black woman, why so many of them follow gay black?
Because they justify the behavior. Because a lot of black men, they justify a lot of those women's behaviors. They don't hold them accountable. They don't tell them when they're fucking up or doing wrong. They yes, bitch, yes, queen, yes, all that extra shit. That's what they do, and that's what they love. They love that shit. They just love a feminine black man. They love a feminine black man that looks like them, dressed like them, talk like them. That's pretty much doing everything like them except actually being a girl. But they don't because on top of that, they get the best of both worlds. They get this guy who looks like a man. He looked like a man, but he probably can fight. Never know. But it's a presence of him, but he's not necessarily a girl. So therefore, he still have these little thoughts as a man in this aspect, but he's a very feminine man. So she gets the best of both worlds while being able to be in a relationship and a friendship with this man without him wanting to fuck her. But here's the kicker though. I still think they be fucking them. So at this point, you might as well just get you a straight dude. At this point, you might as well get you a straight dude. Why not? That's what they love. They don't like heterosexual men, masculine men who aren't gonna put up with the bullshit, who gonna tell you nothing. Of course, all of them ain't gonna just say, hey, shut your. A lot of them aren't gonna tell you this.
Shut up, bitch.
Some will, but not a lot of them. They're just listen, bro. I ain't got time for all the bullshit. I'm not for it. A lot of men are nonchalant because they don't want to deal with the drama. A lot of them try to avoid as much drama as possible. So when you see a certain man who don't react to certain things, or when you're trying to get it up there and he just real nonchalant, you think he don't care? He's like, I don't care for this conversation. I don't care to argue. If you want to have a conversation, we can. But I'm not about to argue back and forth with you, bro. I don't got the bandwidth. I ain't got the bandwidth for that. If you want to argue with somebody, go argue with your friends or your mom or somebody. Cause don't come over here trying to argue with me. I don't want to argue. That's the last thing I want to do. So now they can go gossip. They can go gossip, talk about the tea with other men, or probably find out what other men are on the down low from that gay man. So it could be a lot of things. It could be a lot of reasons. It could be a lot of reasons. Now, in my honest and truthful opinion, do I think black women hate black men? I don't think they hate them. I don't. I don't think black women hate black men. I just think they don't like the fact that these black men now are waking up. And they aren't tolerating the bullshit and the behavior that a lot of these women come with. Now, of course, again, I have to make sure I reiterate it. It's not all. But there are some. There is a select group of women. You can point them out. They get that light. They are the ones that's highlighted the most. So that's what we see often. And it's like, hey, man, you need to get them bitches out. You need to get them bitches out of here. We don't want them types. Them that select group right there. Nah. That subgroup. We don't subscribe to that. That's one part of that culture that we don't subscribe to. Nope. Now, the part of the culture that we subscribe to that that is trying to progress and get better and evolve and do things and do better things in life and be contributing members to society, yeah, that's what we subscribe to. We subscribe to that shit over there. Not that degenerate behavior. We don't do that. Nah. Not us with common sense. Not us who are trying to get better. Not us who are trying to level up in life. Yeah, we ain't subscribing to the bullshit. Nah, we good on that, big dog. We good on that. We are good on that. All right, so let me go ahead and play this other video that she just brought up, and then I'll give my thoughts on this one. So this one basically saying that I guess she's been getting some heat back, saying that she needs to be humble. And so this is what she got to say about it.
Humble myself and stop talking about Black women. How am I not humble? How do the two even relate? Black women keep coming on my page saying you need to humble yourself. You need to humble yourself. You can't keep thinking you're better than everyone. Life is going to hit you like a ton of bricks when you reach your 30s. I'm like mid-30s. Like, I don't know why y'all keep saying this to me, but I'm 34, about to be 35 years old.
Damn.
And if life does humble me, cool. It's a lesson learned from God, I guess. But to come on my page and say I need to humble myself simply because I don't agree with the actions of Black women doesn't even make sense. Like, oh, you talk about single mothers, you talk about people having multiple baby daddies, you talk about this, you talk about that. Yeah, because this is my goddamn page and I can say whatever I want. If you don't like it, you don't have to be here. I mean, yeah, thank you for the view. I do, because I get paid. But realistically, you don't gotta be here. If it don't apply, let it fly. I don't care about your support, not one way or the other. I really don't. But to say that I need to humble myself and you're not giving me valid reasons on why, what you gonna do? You're gonna come fight me? You're going to jail. You're going to go to jail. Like, what are you going to do if I don't humble myself? If I continue to talk about Black women every single day, what are y'all going to do besides post my videos and make me continue to go viral? What are you going to do? I want to know the answers because it don't look too bad for me. I enjoy going viral for stating my opinion. A lot of people wish they could go viral just for stating their opinion. But yeah, I do it all the time. And it's simply because y'all don't agree with my opinion, and that's fine. You don't have to. Again, that's your page and your life. I don't care what you're doing. I'm not going to make you go viral simply because I don't care what you're doing. But you guys continuously make me go viral because you claim you don't care what I'm doing, but yet you care what I'm doing. You care what I'm saying. Like,
hey, she cooking. Listen, she's straight up cooking. I ain't gonna hold you. She's straight up cooking. I agree. Listen, this is one thing that I definitely had to come to the realization on. You gotta stand on one side of the fence. You can't be on the fence. You gotta be on one side. Pick a side and stick with it. Pick a side and stick with it. Because I'm telling you now, I'm not humbling myself for no man. Please understand that. For no man. I'm not humbling myself for no man. I'll humble myself for God though, 1000%. I'm not humbling myself for no other man, bro. If I put in the work and I had to sacrifice things to get to where the fuck I'm at, you think I'm gonna humble myself for you? Boy, fuck you. For real. If I see things from a certain point of view, and I have a thought process on it. Now, mind you, understand, I am objective enough to look at the situation like, all right, that person was wrong. Even if I stand on that side, like, all right, I can see what this person was wrong in this situation. They were wrong, yeah. Or if you tell me, hey, Courtney, you wrong for that, and I said some shit that I stood on, like, hey, man, Courtney, you dead wrong for that. Okay, once you can come to me and explain to me how I was wrong, and if it makes sense to me, I'm like, all right, cool, you right. I was wrong. I apologize. Other than that, I'm going to stand 10 toes on what I believe. Simple as that. I'm not going to humble myself for you. Who is you? You ain't have to go through the work that I had to go through. You didn't put in the work. You ain't paying my bills. You ain't doing nothing. So why I need to humble myself for you? Because I know a lot of people use that. You better humble yourself. God don't like that. Nah, God don't like when I don't humble myself to him. That's what God don't like. God don't like when I don't humble myself to him. That's what he don't like. But I'm going to treat you like a human being. I'm going to treat you the way I want to be treated, though. I'm going to treat you like a human being. I'm going to treat you with respect until you prove me otherwise. Fair, right? Courtney says most people don't even know what humble really means. It's not a complimentary. It's not a complimentary word. I am exactly. Let's see what. Ty the YouTuber 251, the best channel on YouTube for panel always drama. Oh, word. I haven't even heard about that, bro. Haven't even heard about it. But hey, man, shout out to Rika the Black Bari. Go check her out on TikTok. I actually pinned her link in the description too, so you can go find her over there. Go tap into her. Go check her out. She's making really good content over there, so she's holding a lot of people accountable too. That's for sure, especially black women. They don't like that. They don't like that at all, boy. They don't like that at all. Oh God.
Dive into the Courtnee Edgar Show Super Chats.
Yo, shout out to the dog, Clem D, for the 5 ball. He says, how a black woman going to humble herself for talking about black women? I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's what I don't understand. How you gonna tell somebody to humble? That doesn't mean that I think I'm better than the next person. I'm just calling the shit out for what I see. What you think I'm not? You think I shouldn't say anything? You think I should just let that shit fly the fuck by? No, I'm gonna say something. If I see it's wrong, I'm gonna say something. Whether it's to you or I'm gonna say it online. I may not call your name out, but I might say some shit about it. If I see shit happening out on the daily, or if I see shit happening out on a consistent basis on TikTok or Instagram or on YouTube, you know what? I need to talk about that because I'm starting to see a trend with this. I started to see a lot of people talk about this or say this kind of shit. Nah, I don't agree with it. So I'm gonna go tell people how I don't agree with this shit. And I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna stand 10 toes on it. What you mean? What you mean? But call me crazy though. Jason, we got one of these guys. It's always one, bro. It's always one. It's always one. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification, dude. All right, so where we at? Do we want to go to this one? Actually, yes. So speaking of black women, now we finna do a hard crossover step to the paint with a funky lay. We ain't finna dive deep into it, but we're gonna talk about Trump. But before we get into Trump, pause. There's another black woman. She's telling y'all need to wake up. She's saying y'all need to wake the fuck up. And she's gonna explain why y'all need to wake up. All right. So make sure you tune in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's rock out.
Listen, folks, at this point, you can tell that there is some type of psychotic spirit that has taken over our country. Folks are mad that the president is doing what a president is supposed to do. You can tell that we haven't had real leadership because when real leadership comes along, folks don't know how to handle it. A president's job is to protect his country from foreign and domestic threats. A president's job is to make sure the country is profitable. The president's job is to make sure its country's citizens can live in peace and prosperity. That's what our president is doing. But because we haven't had leadership in so long, people don't know how to handle this. I believe this thing really started. I know it started in the 60s when they had already had the plan to destroy America. But Barack Obama, y'all, he did a number on this country. He used the black man's mannerisms to charm the world. He learned the coolness of the black man. I'm telling you, he learned how to speak eloquently. He came with speeches about hope and change and captivated the world. in right in front of our eyes, blindly, we saw this man usher in all kind of abominations. And then Joe and Kamala patted these abominations on the back. Now we got boys really thinking they can be girls and girls thinking they can be boys. Now we have kids using kitty litter in the school because they identify as animals and that's how they use the restroom.
That was a real thing. When I reacted to that video of that Caucasian woman, the caucus of the caucus, I thought that was a fake video. I thought she was trolling. That's a real thing, dog. That's a real thing. They really got kids out here thinking that they cats and bringing kitty litters and shit, taking their kids to the actual fucking vet. Oh, man, dog, what?
We have kids being castrated at an early age by psychotic parents and doctors. And we have crazy people in the schools indoctrinating children. This is where we are. I don't know if we'll ever be able to recover, guys. This is how bad this is. And they are fighting the president on every front as he's trying to fix this country in its psychotic thinking. They are fighting him. Satan is taking over, and the people want to follow Satan. Not all, but a lot. This thing is crazy. I am watching lunatics. Look at the judges. Ketanji Brown does not know what a woman is. Where are we? Look at those liberal judges on that. Listen, y'all, we have to pray. Common sense is gone. And because of this satanic agenda, people are losing their minds.
So real quick, that's exactly why Trump had to do what he had to do. Like, nah, ain't no man going in the women's bathroom. No, we're going to dress you as you are. You ain't know if you a man and you dress up as a woman. No, you still a man. Excuse me. And if you a woman trying to dress up as a man, no, you still a woman. No, we ain't doing that. No man should be in women's sports, because to this day, I'm still trying to understand it. And can somebody help me? Why is it that it's only the transgender women are the ones that's going into women's sports, but I do not see any women who want to be men going into men's sports? I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one situation where a woman who wants to be a man or who thinks that she's a man decided to go into the NBA or to the NFL. I have yet to see it. Now, I have seen some girls playing football or whatever the case may be on some kicker shit. I'm talking about quarterback, running back, lineman, linebacker, safety, receiver type shit. We ain't seen that. We ain't seen it. And I haven't seen it yet. And if there is a situation, somebody need to let me know what it is, because I ain't seen it. Because I haven't seen a woman wanting to be a man get into the boxing ring with another man. I hadn't seen it. Talking about I'm a man, but okay, but let me see you get into these man sports. The last time I seen an actual woman live life as a man, she offed herself 2 years after that. Once she realized how hard it is to actually be a fucking man, she offed herself. Because she understood. She did a whole documentary on. I forgot her name, but she did a whole documentary on her life. She said she wanted to see what the man's life was like. So she operated like a man. And she understood and realized, like, bro, these dudes go through a fucking lot. They go through a lot. The shit that they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. She offed herself 2 years after that. So that lets you know her mental capacity could not handle what it is that a man goes through. And your average woman can't handle that. That's why we always say men stay in the men's place, women stay in the women's place. There's no reason for men to be in women's sports. There's no reason for men to be going into women's bathrooms for no reason. Because again, I have not seen a woman going to a man's bathroom when she claims to be a man. I have not seen it. I haven't seen it. So yes, Trump came back and he's like, look, we need to restore this shit. We need to restore this masculinity, because what Obama has done, what Biden has done, and all that shit, and all these laws and shit talking about, you're gonna go to jail if you mispronounce my pronouns. Like, man, fuck you. No, I'm not engaging into your delusion. No. I'm not engaging into your delusion. Absolutely not. You can walk around and say, oh, bro, call me a cat. I'm a cat. Address me as cat. I ain't address you as nothing. I'm address you as what you are, an idiot. Want me to address you as something? Yup, you an idiot. That's exactly what I'm gonna address you as. A delusional idiot. 100%.
They have a chant that says, we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. This all, I'm telling you, Obama used the black man mannerisms to captivate the world.
Yep.
And he turned the whole country over to Satan when he lit that White House up with the abominations that they used, the colors that they used for an abomination that they took, that is God's covenant. That's how you know this whole thing is against Christianity. It's against God, which Christianity came from the Roman Catholic Church. What it is against Jesus's teachings. Wake up. Wake up. They're castrating children. Do y'all not understand this?
Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. They don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. They don't want to take heed. They don't want to listen. They want to do what they want to do. They think they can make the decision that they want to make. They think that they can be men. They think that they can be women when they're actually men. They think they can be men when they're actually women. They think they can go into girls' bathrooms. I'm telling you, the devil is working, boy. The devil is working. The devil is working, and they doing everything they possibly can to try to paint Trump as the bad guy. They trying to paint the orange man as a bad guy. And I'm telling you, that ain't it, dog. That ain't it. Because every little thing, because I have yet to see anybody hold Biden accountable for any fucking thing. People are just now starting to wake up to the fact that Obama ain't do shit. They are just waking up to find out. But because everybody was so hell-bent on, oh my God, it's a black president. Man, we coming up. Man, we up. It's up, bro. We up. Man, you can't tell me nothing now. And y'all still in the same position that y'all been in since 2008. Like, what we talking about right now? What you mean working on my format screen? What you mean? What's going on? Is it frozen? Is the screen frozen? So what you talking about? So you lost. So you lost because you ain't paying attention. You talking about a format or some shit like that. Listen, bro, before you come talk to me, put your actual face on your profile picture, bro. I ain't acknowledging no more of your comments. If you ain't got no profile picture, I'm not acknowledging your comments at all. You done. I'm not acknowledging you. John fire. Sun fire. John fire. Y'all crazy here, boy. Y'all crazy here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Speaking of Trump, Trump just recently said that he wants to pay $2,000 to citizens due to tariffs, the revenue from the tariffs that he placed on other countries. Ooh-wee. So let's get into that. And then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it. All right? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Listen, if I can't crack my own self up, bro, they also to crack everybody else up. Hold on, give me a second.
$1,000 from revenue generated by his global tariffs. The potential plan, part of Trump's defense on keeping the tariffs in play as the Supreme Court decides whether or not they're constitutional. The tariffs were ordered by the president without legislative approval under the 1970s Emergency Powers Act. President Trump says the payment would only be sent to families who don't earn high incomes. The Supreme Court still has
translation, don't earn high income, meaning $100,000 or more,
to decide if the tariffs are constitutional.
President Trump has pardoned a long list of his allies involved in efforts to overturn the 2020 election. They include his attorney, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, and his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, each of them charged with election interference in Georgia. The president saying that they will, quote, receive a full, complete, unconditional pardon, though the move might be more symbolic since presidential pardons only apply to federal charges, not state or local. We're learning more about the arrest of one of Arizona's most wanted fugitives.
Okay, so let's move on to this next one. Let's get some more information on it.
The White House says President Trump is committed to sending most Americans a $2,000 tariff dividend check. Trump proposed the policy on social media, saying dividends would be paid to everyone except, quote, high-income people. Earlier this week, the Treasury Secretary cast doubt on the payments, saying dividends may come in lots of forms. Now the White House says the president has made clear he wants the payments to happen, and his team of economic advisors are looking into it. Business reporter Alexis Christoforous is here for more on that. So, Alexis, who would be eligible for this payment, and how would it work?
Great questions. We don't know. We just don't know. In short, they're very short here on details. We know that President Trump has said he wants these checks to go to high income earners. What do they define as high income earners? We don't know.
Everyone but high income earners, right?
Everybody but, yes. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, everybody but high income earners. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent was on ABC News, and he said, look, this can take many different forms. He said maybe it would take the form of a tax cut. It's hard to really equate a dividend check with a tax cut, but the White House says they're exploring all legal options to get this done, and we do not have a timeline. We also don't know, would these checks be going to just adults or to children? Are they going to all Americans? Lots of questions.
A policy expert at the Tax Foundation estimates that this would cost $300 billion. The Committee for Responsible Federal Budget says about $600 billion. The Treasury Department says President Trump's tariffs have yielded about $195 billion in revenue. So how is this math working out?
It's not working out, in short. I mean, but you're right. The Tax Foundation did do the math on this. What they did is they took 150 million adult recipients if we're using $100,000 as what defines a high income earner. So those earning less than $100,000 a year would be 150 million adults. If you times that by the 2,000 checks, you get $300 billion, which is more than the government has taken in these tariffs. So again, we don't know what form this will take. If it's going to happen at all, it would need congressional approval. And it's also not the first time the president has promised these checks. Remember when Elon Musk headed up the DOJ department within the government and was cutting federal workers? He said, oh, all of the money we're saving from there can be given back to Americans. And we see that never happen. So in short, don't run out and spend $2,000 on your credit card thinking you're getting it from the government, because we don't know yet.
All right. The U.S. Mint also made its final penny this week.
Yes.
So what does no more pennies in circulation mean for shoppers and for businesses?
After 232 years of production, no more pennies being made now, but there are still 250 billion of them in circulation. So pennies are not going away. What this means for restaurants, for retailers, for us when we shop is you can still use it. It's still legal tender, but most places will be rounding up to the closest nickel. by the way, it takes about 3.7 cents to make 1 penny. So obviously a lot more than the face value of a penny.
But the nickel, same thing, right? It costs more to make a nickel,
right? So
more than
perhaps,
5 cents.
Perhaps that's the next coin to go away.
All right, we'll be watching. Alexis, thank you.
So, don't start spending your 2K or running your money up. Don't start doing any of that shit yet. Nothing has been passed yet. No legislation has been passed yet. They're still trying to finalize. Nothing has been finalized overall. So if anything was to pop off, it probably wouldn't happen until 2026 anyway. So, but hey, maybe that's something to look forward to. Even though I still believe that most people who gonna get that 2K, they gonna blow it on some stupid shit anyway. That's why we don't do that in the Earn Not Giving community. Make sure you tap into the Patreon link. It's in the description. But a lot of people aren't gonna do anything with that 2K anyway. They're gonna do the same thing that they did with the stimulus checks. They're gonna go and blow it. They're gonna have seafood broils. They're gonna splurge for the moment, go and buy some shit that they definitely don't need, and then they're gonna be right back to square one talking about where my reparations at. So so it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But like I said, don't just wait on it. Just sit back, pay attention to what's going on. Don't make any sudden moves yet. Again, nothing has been passed, so until things are approved and guaranteed, just take it with a grain of salt. But hey, Trump has been a man of his word so far. So who knows? You might be getting it. So if you make under $100,000 a year, you may be getting you an extra $2,000. You might. You definitely might be. Definitely might be. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you like, comment, subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Hold on, let me put this Patreon link in here too. Let me make sure I do that real quick before I forget. What is that? Okay, here we go. Let me put this Patreon link in the comments so y'all can make sure y'all go tap into. I don't know how many YouTube creators we got watching right now, or people who are under 1,000 subscribers. But if you are a YouTube creator and you are under 1,000 subscribers, or better yet, under 500 subscribers, you're trying to figure out how to get to 1,000 subscribers, tap into the Patreon. I got a whole entire video on how to go from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. So you definitely want to tap into it. Also, I have an ebook called Earn While You Save, where for those people who still have a 9-to-5 job and you're still trying to figure out how to make your money work for you, and your money can grow while you're still working, and learning how to invest your money properly without using a traditional bank account, and you can use a brokerage account so your money can actually work for you. Listen, I break that down for you. In my ebook, which is also in the Patreon. So I put that Patreon in the comments, and it's also pinned in the links. It's also pinned in the comments too. All right. So I want to go ahead. So let's go ahead and move on. To the next topic. So let's talk about. I want to talk about body count. How important is it, ladies, for all my ladies that's watching right now? Should body count matter to you? Well, should body count matter to men? When it comes to women, should body count matter? Why or why not? Why or why not? I want to hear your thoughts. Let me put it in the comments. Should body count matter? Boom. I put it in the comments. All right. Should body count matter? So I'm gonna play this video on through the Anton Daniels Show, well, Hey Q Show, and boy. Well, to men, and then you can throw in general too, but to men, should it matter for men? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video right here. Uh-oh.
Man, y'all dudes that don't give a fuck about your woman's body count or her sexual past, you niggas have a level of maturity that I have not been able to reach. Because if my girl told me, oh, back in high school, she done got a train ran on her, and you think I'm gonna be able to like digest that and be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's fine. I just ain't got it in me. I have never been that mature a day in my fucking life. Cause like, you tell me you did any crazy shit like that, I'm going to judge you. And I'm definitely gonna put you in a different category. Like, you are definitely gonna get demoted immediately. So I'm gonna be trying to figure out, like, y'all dudes that be hearing these crazy shits about y'all girls or y'all wives and y'all stick beside them is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with that, brother.
Men, can you handle a woman's past?
No.
She was very honest with you.
Mm.
Jennifer, what if your wife came out years later and told you some of the stuff she did in whatever when she was younger?
Mm.
Would you hold it past her, even though you've been married for years?
Oh, yeah.
How many years?
Yeah, it depends. Men can't dish the same. They can't take the same thing that they dish. So absolutely not. A man can have 15 million pussies, but a woman can have slept with 5 guys, and it's just the end of the world. For some reason, I just don't understand it, because at the end of the day, asking about somebody's body count, I think, is a level of immaturity. And to add, it can't be verified anyway. So I can tell you that I only slept with one person or one other person other than you. Okay.
Would you date a
You
man
gonna
that
believe
said
it?
he used to be bi?
You said what?
Would you date a man that said he used to be bi?
No, because I'm not into that.
So that's a
We're not
false
into
equivalent
women
you're
that got
saying.
a crazy body count.
Sexuality and then someone's sexual
Men and
partner,
women
those
are
two
not
are
the
not
same.
synonymous. You can't compare those two same
Men
things.
and
That's
women are not
completely
the same. You can't use the same. You can't use the same threshold to measure what we're
Hold on, what did he
talking
say?
Yeah, that's a false.
What's the question he asked?
It can't be verified anyway. So I can tell you that I only slept with one person or one other person other than you. Okay.
Would you date a
You gonna
man that
believe
said
it?
he used to be bi?
You said what?
That's a good
Would you
question.
date a man that said he used to be bi?
No, because I'm not into that.
So that's a
We're
false
not into
equivalent
women
you're
that got
saying.
a crazy body count.
Sexuality and then someone's sexual
Men and
partner,
women
those
are
two
not
are
the
not
same.
synonymous.
Okay, Jess, hold on. Stop the press. Wait a minute. You being disingenuous already. That's the same exact thing. Your sexuality and who you choose to lay down with and how many people you choose to lay down with, that's a choice. That's a choice. All of that is a choice. It's a choice that you made. If you choose to lay down with multiple men as a woman, understanding the fact that, because first you have to understand that men and women are not the same, regardless of how we are the same as far as human being wise. Homo sapiens, yes, we are the same. But when it comes to our biological makeup, our wiring frame of mind in our minds, how our body operates, how everything operates within us, it's totally different. We're not the same. No matter how you want to twist it, you can slice that cake whichever way. Guess what? That bitch still gonna be a cake. So you're being disingenuous. That was a great example to illustrate the point, to ask her the question. And so therefore, again, she deflects. It's not the same. Yes, it is. Because you ask a man, if you are a woman, and the man tells you, listen, before I met you, I was getting bent over like a pretzel, reached back and spread and hump thrust by other men before I met you. Pause. I guarantee you, the overwhelming majority of women will be like, yeah, nah, I'm good on that. I guarantee you. bent you over, spread you like a pretzel. They were like, yeah, man. They were spreading me like a pretzel. I was playing tonsil hockey with the schlong. Pause. That's what, if a man told you that, I guarantee you're going to be like, you know what? I'm good on you, big dog. I'm good on you. I'm good on you. Because what women want to now that you know this information, now that the information's out there, first of all, the information is out there for you to make a decision, for you to make a choice and decide if you still want to be with this dude or not. 9 times out of 10, you're going to say, yeah, I can't see, because now you can't take that picture out of your head. So now when this dude when this nigga try to boss you around, like, hey, man, shut up, bitch. Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you talking to, dick sucker? Guess what? You ain't gonna take him serious. I'm telling you, ain't gonna take him serious. You ain't gonna respect him for nothing. Every time he try to tell you to do something, you gonna have something to throw back into his face. Hey, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that video? He said, well, how did it go? How did it go? He said, so you out here getting bent over by other men? Ain't nobody bending me over. Oh, so you doing the bending. Oh, so you doing the bending. See, look, that's exactly how y'all gonna look at him. That's exactly how y'all gonna look at him. And he gonna be looking back at you like, I'm just a man who like to have interactions with other men from time to time. Like, man, get the fuck out of my face. You lying. You know y'all wouldn't take him. You know you ain't gonna respect them after that. Don't lie to me, bro. Don't lie to me, dog.
You can't compare those two same
Men
things.
and women are not the same. You can't use the same. You can't use the same threshold to measure what we're talking about.
Yeah, Jess, we're not equal. We're not the same.
Nobody never said we were equal. My thing is, why harbor over something you can't verify anyway? You worried about the wrong shit.
I mean,
I'm not worried
worry
about
how
it.
she treat you. How does she treat you?
Your argument right now is a false equivalent. You're saying if you found out your man slept with 100, most women don't care how many women.
No, women do care. Most women don't want no hoe.
Most women will still
but that's not something we harbor over.
if they had the chance.
Women don't harbor over a man's body count. That's not something we harbor over, but we not, oh yeah, my nigga.
Yeah, that's the difference. Y'all don't harp on it. We do. Because we see you like, man, this girl here had over 20 niggas, bro. She was getting buzzed down all kind of ways. 9 times out of 10, this nigga didn't probably bust on the face a couple of times. Oh no. So now in his head, he's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. We don't think the same. That right there in itself, she just defeated her own argument. She just defeated her own argument. Because we don't harp on it. Yeah, you're right. You don't harp on it because guess what? That's not of importance to you. It's of importance to us, though. It's of importance to us because we have a territorial mindset. We can't look at you and know that 20, 30 niggas done bust you down already. What? No. You sound like an idiot. Well, you need to learn how to type, idiot. Learn how to type. You were so quick to try to call somebody idiot. You can't even type properly. Use the proper punctuation. How about that? Arctic adjuster.
He had 150 bodies. We're not going around like that's a badge of honor. I mean, granted, if it was up to us, he wouldn't have that many bodies, but we don't get hung up over that. That don't mean we don't care.
No, but
Jess, you wouldn't date a
guy.
virgin.
Would you date a guy who went to jail?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Like,
would I date a guy who went to jail?
Yeah, or murdered somebody in his past?
No, personally, I wouldn't want to date a murder. One, I wouldn't want to date a felon. But there's a lot of different reasons why people go to jail.
You said you don't want to.
Well,
you said you wouldn't. You said you don't want to.
I wouldn't. I would not be with a felon. I would not marry a felon. I would not consider that with a felon.
They wouldn't be with a hoe. That's the same.
Would you date a virgin?
You can't.
Yeah, would you date a virgin? That's exactly.
Would I date a male virgin? Yes.
Yeah. You would?
Yeah, I would.
But we can't.
I don't believe that.
A woman.
Ask me.
I don't believe that at all.
Hello.
How you gonna ask me a question and then answer it for me when I gave y'all my answer?
Yeah, don't do that.
We do that the whole panel. You be like, "Oh, is this true? Yeah, no, it ain't." We all do it.
But I'm gonna say this, Jess. How men treat sex is not how women treat sex. Like
Exactly.
women,
I disagree, Q, because women can be.
No, there are women nowadays that are acting like men, but that should not be the norm. But there's studies showing that the more body counts women have, the less they can emotionally connect. Men aren't the same like that. These men can go out and have 100 chicks, but if a woman has 100 bodies, that is going to affect her way worse than a man completely.
That's why.
I'm sorry. I don't think that women should be equal regarding sex or regarding body counts when it comes to men. I don't care how much a body count man has. As long as you ain't gay, you ain't suck some peen.
I care, Q. I
That's
care.
all I care. I'm just hoping you're not bi. I don't care how much body counts you got. Just make sure you clean. You ain't got no STDs. You ain't got no baby mama or kids anywhere. That's what.
But a man's body count also affects him in a relationship.
Not
like it does in a woman.
Yeah, it could.
Not like a woman.
Since when? It could. Well, body count matters.
Jess, can I go in with you? I agree with you. Where you might say like it matters to me how much a guy has been with whomever in this world. That's fine. You're entitled to that. But I promise you, we don't look at it the same way that y'all do, and you probably are the minority. So we don't argue for the minority. We have to argue for the majority.
That's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that people are worried about. Okay, what you're saying could be true, right? We're gonna just say what you're saying is true. Cool. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is why harbor over some shit that you can't confirm? You can't confirm it. So why are we even having a conversation about it?
What you mean you can't confirm it? Oh, we can confirm it for sure. We can pay attention to the way that you dress, the way that you behave, the way that you everything, the way that you respond to certain questions. Hell, even if I ask you how many people have you dated? How many people have you dated? How long was those relationships? What happened in those relationships? What did you do wrong in the relationships? Oh, guarantee you we can figure it out really quick. We can figure it out really quick.
About it.
I mean, nobody has answered the question. You said
we just rounded up to this number,
and that's all we tackling right now. Is that
that's it.
I don't think men can. Okay, to answer the question, I don't think men can. They don't want to know that you've been bust down with two niggas at the same time. They don't want to know you've been in threesomes in college and now you want to hold out. I was watching a show and the girl was holding out her coochie to marriage, but then she was telling, I had one night stands a long time ago, and she said it was a year ago. You had one.
And my thing is,
a year ago, and
women
you want to marry this guy holding out to a marriage. Make that make sense. Like
women, keep your information to yourself. Some stuff you might have to take to the grave. Keep it to yourself. My thing is, as a woman, why are you even talking about previous sexual partners or experiences you had with your man anyway?
So you basically just saying you just telling them to lie. Jess, you telling them to lie. That's what you saying. Don't tell them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. Keep all that shit to yourself. Take it to the grave. Oh, so you lying now. You holding back information. Oh, okay. Oh, I know you lying to me.
Hey, hold on. If a man sucks some dick, would you want him to not tell you?
Does body
count? A man sucking another man's dick is never gonna be equivalent to a woman having 5 sexual partners.
No.
It's about a preference, Jess.
You tell women to hold their past and keep it a secret, and then these.
I'm not saying hold your past, but my thing is don't go around like this. Y'all didn't have me a threesome. Y'all didn't have me some dangling. Like who gonna go around doing all that? My thing is why even have that conversation? Period. Because my thing is I'm with you. Why we talking about what I did with Pookie or John?
All right, let me just say something. If I'm trying to meet somebody, I'm not gonna ever talk about what they had before. I'm trying to be the best dude.
Thank you, Shampoo, because that's what matters.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about that.
I mean, to answer the question,
Shampoo. You wanted Shampoo. I like you, Shampoo. I do. I love you. I love your content. I love when you on the Anton Daniels channel, bro. You be talking your shit. However, big dog, that shit that you talking right now is crazy. Yes, I want to know. I want to know how many niggas was busting you down. I do. But I don't want to know. But here's the thing, though. I'm asking you the questions. I want to see if you're going to be honest with me. I want to know if you're going to be honest with me or not. I then can make my own decision. You allow me to make my own decision if I decide I want to continue to keep fucking with you or not. But mind you, I can look at everything that you already done. I've already scoped the scene. I've already observed everything about you. I just want to see if your answer is going to align with my judgment that I've already placed upon you already, from the way that you behave, the way that you maneuver, the way that you present yourself, all of that shit. I just want to see if you're going to be honest about it.
I don't think men should even ask. I mean, if you don't pick up on shit, then you probably don't need to know, and you just
lying.
You should just be with the woman that makes you happy. But like,
right?
Fuck that. Ask the question. Ask it. Make it uncomfortable. You need to have uncomfortable conversation. We need to stop tiptoeing around conversation. Hey man, how many dudes you done had sex with? How many? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. I don't want to get into a situation where now all of a sudden we rocking with each other, we liking each other, then come to find out you just had a threesome 2 weeks ago. Man, what? Nope. Ask the question. How many niggas? And be honest with me. How many have you had sex with? Oh, 3? I bet. Hey, we good. We good. Because most men, they'll take that. They'll take that as a dub. Like, all right, 3? And then if it aligns with what they already judged you with based off of what you display, hey, we in the game. We straight. That's a W for them. But if you say 10, 7 plus, woo. Woo.
I mean, it's elementary to say, be like, oh, hey, what's your body count? What's your
that's right. Hey,
yeah,
like
that's
I don't think that's even happening in real life. Has anyone ever asked a woman how much body she got?
Men do ask that question. They do. They do.
There's some.
They do.
That's not how you operate that. That's not the way.
You gotta know who she slept with, bro. You can't.
You could.
I think if you plan on taking her super serious, you gotta know.
You can't embarrass me.
Not gonna know. 90% of women lie. They lie to their friends about who they sleep with, and they're definitely lying to the man that's interested in them. I don't know one girl that was honest about their body count, even to their home.
I believe that.
Yeah, so my thing is, it can't be verified. Why
here's the thing.
So you round it up by like the nearest 10.
Here's the thing. It depends on the role. Every woman, if she just for the moment,
my boy, space was good with you, big dog.
It probably don't matter unless she got something. But let's assume that we not gonna add in the factor of a chick having something or diseases or STDs or whatever. Let's take that out of it. If she's just for the moment, or y'all just messing around, or you ain't seeing nothing serious in her, that I understand. Yup, it really don't matter. You ain't really having that conversation. If you getting serious with her, and it's something that you plan on being with, and y'all might move in together, you gotta know. You gotta know. And I think that even when you just factor in the safety
you in the house
part of it, like it's reasonable to know, okay, listen, this is how many people you've been with, this is what your lifestyle was, all of that. Your sexual history is absolutely important. Like, you should not buy, if you lease in a car, which is the equivalent of just messing with a chick for a moment, yeah, drive that bitch till the wheels go off. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to purchase it, this is something that you need as a reliable vehicle for a long time. You got to know the Carfax. I don't know nobody that buys a car.
They're lying about the Carfax.
So do y'all want to know? Because you want to know if she gonna cheat on you?
They just gonna listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
What's the so then what? Help me understand.
You're not a good listener. You got to know the Carfax, because first of all, I don't need a lemon. Secondly, you're gonna embarrass me. All right. I don't know if y'all understand this, but men have to be respected, especially when you start to move up the ranks. You have to be respected. The worst thing you could ever do, and it's happened more often than not, the worst thing that you can ever do is lie to a guy, and then he finds out later because you get into a room and his homeboy like, hey, you fucking with her on that type tip? And then it translates into, all right, listen, you an outcast. Y'all can get away with that shit on some regular stuff, but if you start moving up and it's a nigga that got one up on you, or niggas is around and you fucked with him and I don't know about it, that's a problem. That's a major, major problem. First of all, it's a lack of respect. Secondly, you get.
Listen, I'll tell you this. There's Jess, and then there's this other chick that I ain't gonna say her name, but most of the people who watch the Hey Q show with Anton Daniels, there's this other chick. I ain't gonna say her name. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want her to think that she gets visibility because I said her name. But but the other chick is worse than Jess. In Jess' case, sometimes she'll sit back and she'll listen at least. Even though she far on one side for sure. She is a full-blown feminist and she would not hold women accountable for nothing. She will not. She will not. She won't. And you will see a lot of it right now in this video. I guarantee it. She will not hold. She will point every finger she possibly can at the man. But this other chick though, it's another one. She ain't on this panel, but boy, she is something serious. And I'm like, dog, how are you like this?
You embarrassing me. And third, you lied. And I know y'all don't put y'all same. Y'all keep trying to say it's the same thing, or y'all try to equate it or compare it to me.
But that's true though, Rob Brown. I agree with you. But that's what I'm saying though. So it's just like I've already scoped the scene. I've already observed this shit already, right? I done seen her. I know how she look. I see how she dressed. I see the people she hang around. It's like, all right. So now I'm gonna ask the question. I just want to see if she gonna lie. How many bodies? Listen, man. How many dudes you done been with? I done been with 2. You're barbecued. You're done. You're done. You're lying. I know you lying. You 100% lying. That's a fact. That's 100%. You lying. Out the door. I'm done. You ain't finna sit here and lie to me.
Man, it's not the same.
You gonna tell me
it's not the same, and it's a lack of respect. So if you just messing with her, that's one thing. If you're getting serious with her, it's important. It's very, very important. That's almost like as important as your health history. You gotta know that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What is she gonna lie?
But your health history should be the main concern if you're a man with a high body count.
Just it's not the same, yo.
I'm saying your health should be in question as well if you have a high body count. Is that not a fair argument to say? If you slept with over 200 women, should I not be concerned that you have something or could have had something or have something you can't get rid of?
Yeah.
Just can I be real?
That is a fair argument. Y'all not gonna sit here and gaslight me and say it's not.
Again,
no, we're not saying that it's not. It's just
okay. That was the only point I was trying to make.
You're loud and wrong. And here's why.
Loud, but not wrong.
Yeah, listen, bro. That's something else, boy.
You're loud and wrong, and here's why. The truth is what we're seeking so we can make an informed decision. And I don't know why y'all think that it's okay to lie. If you ask a guy, and he slept with 200 chicks, and he say, yeah, I probably slept with 200 chicks. What he's done is he's empowered you to make a decision of whether or not you still want to be with him. But either way, he's been honest. It's not just about the body count. It's about the respect and the honesty. And so if he then asks you, you shouldn't lie just so you can still be with him. Because
majority of women do that though. These days, that's what they're doing.
And because you lack respect.
I gotta get Hannah on the show.
And so Because I asked you, I would like to
hand
know
on
the
the
truth so I can make an informed decision for
On the
myself.
water show.
And it's so hypocritical that y'all having this conversation
Hold
right
up
now
real quick.
because
Raw, where you at? Raw, where you at? Raw, I know you in here watching. Listen. You got to get Hannah for the Banter and Barter show. You got to get Hannah in there. Shit, you can get Rebecca too. Get them for the show, bro.
y'all don't sit here and say, no, guys should tell the truth. Guys should tell the truth about what they do. When we say, all right, lie to that bitch so that you can fuck her,
Listen,
y'all
bro.
look appalled.
Listen. Look, Anton's spoiling y'all, bro. Listen, we doing this. This is strategic work that we doing here, dog. It's strategic work. One thing at a time, fam. One thing at a time. Can't be calling me out like that, bro. Can't be calling me out like that. That's crazy.
Oh. But then when we ask y'all what's your sexual history and how many guys that you've been with and who you done been with, now for whatever reason you think that it's valid for y'all to be able to lie.
I'll get the
But
how does that make sense?
All on my head, bro.
You're not gonna get the honest answer from majority of women these days. I'm being real with you. At least
and that's cool. But I'm gonna ask you, and then I'm gonna mine out whether or not I believe you, and then that's gonna help me to determine of whether or not I want to keep you around. But you gotta ask the question if you're getting serious with a chick. If you getting serious with a chick, you have to ask the questions. Otherwise, if you think that she lying to you, go with your instincts and never believe that bitch.
Well, if you're trying to find out,
let it go.
If you're trying to find out, if her body count is 5, you just multiply it by 10, so it's 50. There you go.
What?
Just
I don't know about all
multiply.
of that. All I'm saying is
maybe 2, but 10. Come
She
on.
has to say 0. She has to say 0 because 0 does not multiply into nothing.
Don't listen to
him. First of all, you can probably figure out whether or not she is super promiscuous chick anyway. All right?
Yeah, you can tell by the way she acts. You can tell by the way she moves.
You can figure that out, right?
Yeah.
So that's how you compare and contrast from the conversation. And you don't want to just ask her just straight up. You kind of want to ease her into it. You want to make her comfortable. You want to create the environment that allows for her to be transparent. You probably could lead with some egregious shit yourself so that she'll feel more comfortable. Play the friend role. It's ways to really get a closer idea of how true it is and how true it's not. So you can play the game, right? But the goal is to get information so you can make an informed decision. But the fact that women feel like that's not a valid question for men to ask when they sit here telling us that men shouldn't lie to them so that they can make an informed decision of whether or not they want to fuck with them. That's so hypocritical to me. But it shows you that we dealing with creatures that don't think rationally, they think selfishly.
It's true. In the same way that your past matters, my future matters. The same way.
Okay. So the men on the panel, let me ask you this, right? Okay, you find out your woman been around the block. Okay, so then what? What you scared she gonna cheat on you? Like, okay, my thing is I feel like with Anton's example, yes, if we come and as a woman, I would want to know that too. If we're together and we go into a room and you feel like it's somebody in there that you have did some adult activities with, yeah, I feel like both parties should let each other know, like, hey, because us as women don't want to look stupid either. Okay, so wait, somebody say something.
No, go ahead.
Anyway, women don't want to look stupid. Women don't want to look stupid either.
I think a high body count woman is a high risk woman. This is higher risk. You're
High
trying to
risk
mitigate
for
risk.
what though? You're not giving tangible examples.
For
High
a
risk for
relationship.
what?
It's for
the
a
relationship. Yeah,
it's for a relationship. It's a higher risk for a relationship.
If you have slept with slept with guys, but you're not able to own the fact that you made the decision that you slept with guys, it says more about you than it does about the person that's asking the question.
Okay, so now we're saying the woman is owning it. Then what? Like,
how come you can't own it?
All right, then we're gonna make the decision whether we want to take you serious.
If you
or
do
not.
own it, now he can make a decision. You've empowered him to make a decision, and you've released yourself from the lie. So now you can be free.
Yeah, just
whatever decision that he makes, you should respect it.
Yeah, we don't want to go into a room where we know.
Should be able to respect his decision.
We don't either. I don't want to go into a room that a girl that had my dude and he ain't tell me. and she
Why do you
cackling in
keep
my
saying
face.
that as though somebody
Jess.
is saying that he shouldn't tell you? Why?
Because
is that
y'all
even
making
part
it
of the
one-sided,
conversation?
like it's only
Nobody
on the
made
side of
anything
women.
one-sided. What is one-sided?
Yeah, it's not one-sided.
When you made the scenario and I say, yeah, it's okay for him to tell the truth. Why is it one? Where's the one-sided? Why do
Just
you keep
want to
trying
be.
to make
Just
this
don't.
a
Just don't want to
versus?
hold no women.
I'm not making it a versus, but this
She
whole
been doing that
family,
the
y'all
whole
have putting.
Just don't want to hold no women accountable. That's exactly what that is at the end of the day.
The whole blame on women and
Nobody
not taking
put blame on
accountability for
anybody.
men.
We said it's respectful for you to be honest.
Yeah, that's
Who's
it.
blaming
Because
when did it? At what point did
be
anybody
honest.
blame anybody?
The whole panel. The whole panel. Women need to do this, or women this, or women that. Never like, oh, us as men, we should probably be better and do better. I have not heard that this whole panel.
But just don't
That
you
was being
feel
what
like
women do.
Don't you feel like women, like even with our friends, we don't really hold each other accountable as much as men do?
No. Men, I don't believe, I believe in both ways. I don't believe women hold women accountable, and I don't believe men hold men accountable. A man will sit up there and watch another man cheat on his wife.
That's cap.
And won't say nothing about it.
Nah, not all
and hold
men,
that
no.
man accountable.
Not
So at the
all
end of the day, neither sex hold each other accountable.
No, yes, they do. Yes, they do. They will hold you accountable on the back end. They just may not do it in front of y'all, but he'll definitely hold them accountable on the back end. That's for sure. That's for sure. Now, hey, big dog, what you got going? Like, man, what you doing, bro? You got you a solid chick at home, man. What you doing all that shit for? Now you gonna fuck up your whole situation. You got a good thing going. You got a good job. You make your money working. Y'all, you building, you growing. What you doing? What you doing all that for, dog? This ain't the time for that, dog. Don't fuck that shit. Don't fuck that shit up. No, they'll tell them that for sure.
I disagree.
See, women that are not promiscuous. See, now I'm starting to question you, Jess, because women that are not out here, they don't have any problems with this conversation.
It's not that, but I'm thinking
the only time that I've ever seen a woman try to turn it back on men and say, well, men are women that got something crazy in their past to hide.
Drive Time makes it easy to buy a car.
Yeah, already
I've been
approved.
not
That
saying
was
that.
easy.
Yep, and you can even
Yeah, I've been not
customize your
saying
own.
that.
that's not always the truth. I'm able to look at something objectively.
No,
and
you're
to
not
make
no,
an
you're not
opposing
looking at it
argument to
objectively
something.
because nobody blamed the women for everything. We were talking about respect and honesty. But now, honestly, this is a red flag, because if you are so adamant about fighting against it, about fighting against transparency and truth when it comes
That's
to
not
a
what
long-term
Anton. I'm not
relationship,
fighting.
that's
No,
a
you're
red
not gonna do
flag.
that. You're not gonna do that. I'm not fighting against that. My argument is, why does it even matter? It can't be verified. You're worried about.
What you mean? You got to. If you're gonna bring that person, if you're bringing that person into your life, you need to know the Carfax. You need to understand what's going on. You need to understand what their past was like. You got to understand all that when you go to a job. That's why they ask for your resume. They want to know what jobs you did. They want to know what type of experience you got. It goes with anything.
The wrong things. Worry about how that person is treating you.
So then
That
why
is
not
my
just
argument.
verify it? So why not just verify it and be straight up from the jump?
Because they're not going to tell the truth.
Yeah, they're
That's
not gonna
why.
tell the truth, though, bro. They really not, though.
They're not going to tell the truth about
It
it.
don't
So
matter how
why
women
even?
treating you if you got a high body count.
So what you basically telling me is that all women are liars.
I'm not saying all women are liars, but at the end of the day, I feel like there's
If you
way
don't
bigger
tell the
fish.
truth about it, then how are you not a liar?
There are some women out there who will not tell the truth about their sexual history.
No, you
so
said
the
no
point,
woman is going to tell the truth about it. Hannah said no woman is going to tell the truth about
well,
it.
I'm going to correct myself and say some women. I can't speak for all
You
women,
can't
but there are
backtrack
some women
for the
out
sake
there
of the
who are not going to
argument.
be
You
honest.
was being honest. You said no.
No,
woman is gonna tell the truth.
no, because Anton, there are women out there who have not been in the streets and have no problem telling the man their body count. So I will say
You
some
said
women.
no woman is
I haven't
going
met
to
them
tell
yet.
the truth. That's what you said.
Well,
Hannah said
women that you're
she
around.
doesn't. Hannah says that she doesn't know a woman that has ever told the truth about that.
Well, how many women are actually getting this question to even begin with?
Wait, there's men.
What you say, Courtney? On it says, do you agree that this argument applies to men as well? In regards to what? In regards to the body count? I think I mean if that's the question that you're asking, I think that it can apply, expressing body count, and that it matters. Yeah, men, yeah. If men, yeah, why not? Men should tell them that yes, listen, I've been busting down a lot of chicks around here, 100%. But do I think that it holds the same weight for a woman that as it does a man? No, it don't. I don't think it does. Because 9 times out of 10, most women don't want a guy that's inexperienced or doesn't want a guy that other women don't want. For the most part. So I don't think it holds the same weight.
There's men out there that will tell a woman that they got a high body count to make themselves look good too. So there's men that lie on their dick too and say they got too many. I'm tired of all these women. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, that is also a thing. So I'm not saying, I'm not disagreeing with y'all and saying what y'all don't have valid points, but what I'm saying
because again, the ultimate thing is this. I want to make sure that I give you the option. I want to lay everything out on the forefront. I want to put everything out on the table so that way you can make a decision. You can make a decision. I told you everything was going on. I told you about the past. I told you everything that's going on in my life. I told you where I'm going, X, Y, and Z. Now you get to make the choice. It's on you. But I told you everything that you needed to know. You either with me or you're not. And so this is the same thing with the men. If that's why it's important when men say, "Hey man, how many dudes you done been with?" I want to know. This is not an insecurity thing. This is not me talking about, oh well, you just insecure, you ain't a real man. No, I am a real man because I understand that I'm going places. So I can't have a certain type of people around me or in my circle. And if I know that you're going to embarrass me or you're going to put me in a certain light that I don't want to be in, I need to remove you immediately. Exit door left. Exit door left. I need to get you out of here immediately. So yeah, it's very important. But I think what happens is a lot of these women who get triggered by this situation is because they have multiple bodies and they don't want to be honest about it because they understand that subconsciously that it's an embarrassing thing to know that she's a woman that has multiple bodies when she knows subconsciously that she shouldn't. She's embarrassed by it. And that's what happens because she know that brings down her value. Because if she really didn't care, she'd be like, yeah, I didn't have like 20, 30 bodies. So what? Subconsciously, they know. Now, whether they know that they know or know that they don't know, I mean, that just goes by person.
Is that we're worried about the wrong things about something that can't, not for the most part, be verified.
That's what I'm saying. Like they don't. That's what I'm saying. Women don't care about men's body count. You know what I'm saying? It don't hold the same weight. When we talk about it, you could tell a woman, yeah, man, I didn't had a lot of women in my past. They ain't gonna trip more times than not. That might turn her on because now she know that you experienced. She's like, ooh, he might know what he doing then. Women want a man that is experienced, and men want a woman that is in exactly. We are asymmetrical. We are asymmetrical. We have an asymmetrical attraction. We're not symmetrical at all. It's asymmetrical. Everything that a woman wants in a man don't want in a woman. Typically speaking. It's almost like the exact opposite. Everything that a woman wants in a man, the man wants the opposite of a woman. So, prime example. A woman wants a masculine man who is ambitious, who makes good money, who is strong, who is a provider and protector. Guess what? Everything that I just said, a man wants the opposite of that. What is the opposite of a masculine woman? A feminine woman. So he wants somebody that's going to take his leadership. He wants somebody that's going to add value to him. Why? Because guess what? You add value to him. Guess what? You are going to be the beneficiary of the success. You just have to play your part and play your role. You learn how to do that, you got a recipe for a good relationship. For the most part.
Very, very, very,
we're asking them
very
about their
important
past.
subject.
It's not a serious relationship.
This is a
But
very
that's what they're talking about though. They're talking about relationships. If you talking about just for play, hey, yeah, most men don't care. They're like, oh shit, cool. She just a bust down. I don't care about that. But if you care about the chick and you know what I'm saying, you really you rock with it, you want her to be a part of your life type shit, yeah, you gonna care. You definitely gonna care. Opposites are supposed to attract. Yep. Yin yang.
important thing to know before you move forward with a woman that you possibly gonna be with for the rest of your life. I don't know how y'all discount this. This is
Yeah, that's
so
something to work.
important. How do you discount? How do you make this seem like this is irrelevant, and then build a whole relationship based off of a lie?
Nobody's saying that it's a lie, but the thing is it cannot be fact checked. You can't fact check somebody's body count.
Okay, question.
Right?
Yes. If a man you were getting to know asked you it, right? Asked you that question, would that disqualify him? Would that be like, okay, yeah, he asked me that question, even if you don't be like, hey, I'm not
asking the wrong question, Q.
No, it wasn't necessarily
Because you know what she
disqualify
died.
him.
You know what she died.
No, it wasn't.
When I forgot who asked it, somebody asked a phenomenal question. Might have been Teo. They framed this question beautifully. And if you ask a guy if he's ever actually been with another guy, you can't individually verify it, but do you believe that it's important for him to be honest and truthful about that?
I
You'll
feel like
never be able to
compare
verify
apples to
it.
oranges. That's apples to oranges.
No, it's not. This is
It's not.
Apples to oranges? How? How? Hold, bro. What? Oh, let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm tripping. Let me make sure I'm not tripping.
He died.
No, it wasn't.
When I forgot who asked it, somebody asked a phenomenal question. Might have been Teo. They framed this question beautifully. And if you ask a guy if he's ever actually been with another guy, you can't individually verify it, but do you believe that it's important for him to be honest and truthful about that?
I
You'll
feel like
never be able to
compare
verify
apples to
it.
oranges. That's apples to oranges.
No, it's not. This is
not.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Asking
on,
somebody
Jess.
about their past, just like we ask them
Well,
about
that's
how their
the same
upbringing
thing,
is,
just
how
answer
their
it.
family dynamics. That's what I'm like.
Hey, then we'll have to agree to disagree respectfully.
Let me ask you.
I
Let me
just
ask you
feel
something.
like
Let me ask you something, Jess.
This is crazy that we even sit
Let me
here.
ask you something, Jess. Are you single right now?
Huh?
Who asked me that question?
Are you single?
I don't want to talk about that on here.
For
So
the
if you
sake of
have another
for the
question,
sake of
I'll answer that. But
conversation, are you single?
I would prefer not to talk about that on here.
Why? Why is that?
The point,
Jess, I got
the
an
point
example
the
for you.
point I wanted to make was that because it doesn't seem to equate to you. It's like if I take a single man and a single woman, right? And I ask the man, well, how many people you dating or seeing right now? He would confidently tell me the number. If I ask a woman, how many people are you dating or seeing right now? She would try to put some nuance into the answer that she gives. She won't say I'm dating 5 niggas. She'll say I'm dating and going, but I'm seeing one person.
I mean, I guess I don't
because she's being ladylike. She's being ladylike.
At the end of the day, ask the question. At the end of the day, ask the motherfucking question. Fuck all that BS guilt shit, or they're trying to tell you that it's insecurity or real men. Don't worry about that. You lying to me. A man who cares about his future, a man who cares about his legacy, 100%, 110% cares, and will ask those questions. Especially if he's a man that's going somewhere in life. He's going to ask those questions. Those are hard questions that need to be asked. Regardless if you want to answer them or not. Nope. Answer the question. I need to know this. You know about me. You know the things. You know where I'm going because guess what? You ask me what I do. What plans do I have? What's my 5 to 10 year plan? What's my 10 to 20 year plan? What are my goals? You know all of this shit. So now that you know that, so in your head, you should, if anything, you should already have selected yourself to be like, all right, am I going to be able to rock with this kind of dude? Am I going to be able to keep up? Am I a great fit for this dude? Because I know my past. I know I got X, Y, and Z bodies. That might not be good. He going to be going to certain places. And I can't be the one that embarrasses him. I can't be the one they find out is a Bop 304. Now I'm embarrassing him. Because whether you like it or not, yes, you are an independent woman, but at the same time, you're tied to him. You're tied to his name. And your individual behavior in your past can affect that man's legacy because you are tied to him. Why do you think a lot of businesses, when certain crimes happen, companies instantly take their names away from that person or that sponsorship from that certain celebrity, whatever the case may be, because they don't want to be tied to that. Because when that situation happened with Shannon Sharp, Boost Mobile, and all those companies that were sponsoring them, they instantly took their names away from that shit because they didn't want to be tied to it. And it's the same way when it comes to relationships. If you got a background that's not conducive to the relationship and where this man is going, you gotta be smart enough to remove yourself. You got to be selfless in that aspect. Like, yeah, I don't think that's conducive. Cool, I can be selfish. I can just get mine and then move on by my life, but I don't want to put him or myself in that position. So I'm gonna remove myself. So if he asks you the question, answer it. And then give him now, if he asks you the question, then you give him the answer and he still want to rock with you, hey, cool. Then now the onus goes back on him and say, look, bro, you made that decision. You made the decision to be with her. So don't start crying. Don't start crying about it now. You made that decision with her. That's on you. That ain't on her. You knew what she was. She laid it out on the table for you. You decided to still rock with her. That's on you. I ain't putting the onus on nobody else but you, big dog. So, and make sure you haters send back the 2K. Send back the 2K or you'll be labeled the hypocrite you are. For real. I'm single and loving my peace. Do I date? No, I smash and pass. Lying fucks. Hey, well, shoot, there you go. If you smash and pass, do your thing. Smash and pass. Smash, pass, Dame dash, dine and dash. Lakers in 5. Oh shit. Courtney says, I never had a man ask me that. They must didn't like me. Well, most men, here's the thing. A lot of people have been conditioned because a lot of women, they hear it a lot. A lot of men don't want to ask the question because some of them are afraid. I'll keep it a buck. A lot of men are afraid to ask that question because they don't want to get cursed out or they think that they're going to get embarrassed or whatever the case may be. They don't want to ask the question. Now, in some cases, some men just don't care. They probably just want to, do the do and call it a day. They don't care. But those who really care about their future and where their future goes, and they understand the importance of what it means to have somebody on your side and what it means that you need to choose the proper partner or the proper, I don't like using that word partner, but choosing the proper person, husband or wife, in order to build the proper legacy, then yeah, you gotta ask the hard questions. Fuck the what's your favorite color, what's your favorite food, that bullshit ass, what's your love language type shit. Nah, fuck all that. We gotta get to the nitty-gritty. We gotta ask the hard questions. We gotta ask these hard questions. We gotta ask the nitty-gritty questions. The ones that's gonna make you a little bit uncomfortable, the one that's gonna make you do this in your seat when you're talking to him, like, shit, that kind of made me uncomfortable. You need them kind of questions. Or maybe they just knew it wasn't too many. I don't know. Some people can sense it. Some people can tell. They can tell look, there's a distinct difference between women who haven't had a lot of bodies versus a woman who has had a lot of bodies. There is a distinct difference. Now, I will say this, it is getting a little bit harder because a lot of these girls who haven't had a lot of bodies are hanging around these chicks who do have a lot of bodies. But like they say, birds of a feather flock together. So typically, if she ain't got him now, it's gonna end up happening sooner or later. So you might as well either one or two things: get her right now and get her away from her friends, or just let her be to her own demise and call it a day. So one of the two things. But so yeah, so I want to get into this next topic. But first, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. If you haven't tapped into the Patreon, be sure to tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned in the comments as well. If you want to learn how to on the basic level, that's why I'm starting. I started on the basic level. I'm not going up to the highest level because a lot of people aren't ready for that. We are talking about just the basic level. So if you want to learn how to save your money the proper way and invest your money into the right place so your money can help you work for yourself, so you make it work for you while you're in your sleep, you want to tap into the Patreon and get the ebook called Earned While You Save. So this is why you still got your 9 to 5. You learn how to take a percentage out of your paycheck to put it into a certain account so your money can start working for you. Mind you, a third grader can understand this, so therefore you definitely can understand it too. Most people can read at an 8th grade level, so you should be able to understand this pretty easy, right? And get started immediately doing this. I'm telling you, it's very valuable. Also, if you are a YouTuber and you are under 1,000 subscribers, you want to learn how to get to 1,000 subscribers, I created a video of how to get from 0 to 1,000 subscribers in my Patreon as well. So you definitely want to go tap in. All right. So make sure you go tap into it because YouTube is where we have the conversations. Patreon is where we move different. All right. So let's move on to this other topic, man. Women run in circles. Women run in circles around men. That's the title. Shout out to the Lapeef channel. Women run in circles around men. That's what the title is. And so there's this woman who apparently she feels some type of way in regards to men who talk about certain things online but aren't the same way in person. And she's so-called calling them out on the shit. And then some men were trying to check her in that aspect. But I haven't watched the full thing, so I'm just kind of assuming that's what happened, right? But I did see a piece of it in regards to her talking about how men, say one thing online, but then they are a totally different way in person. So I'm going to play this video and then I give my thoughts on it. All right. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's rock out.
Started flying through this conversation, and then Trev started saying something about he ain't listening to what no woman talking. And at that moment, I think I went ahead and I just checked that.
But again, did you hear the part when I said that's not everybody, and most men don't behave like that? Just like how True was saying earlier, like he feel like only 10% of men could fight, but women probably think most people could fight. Women might think that most men act like that. So a lot of men will project like they leaders project like they tough and all that shit, and project like they would run a woman in a relationship, but they fucking fold in real life. That's just what it'd be like for real. I watch these. Listen, I have females that are friends, and I watch them run circles around men, right? And so all of that stuff about men putting their foot down and all that shit, that'd be fake for the most part. People might say whatever.
That's my whole
that's not
point.
real life.
That's why I checked out of the conversation, because I think no shade, no tea to nobody. Y'all know I really love y'all. I think all of y'all be lying. I do. I think that y'all get on here and y'all be like, I'm a man. I run some shit.
Oh, hold on.
If you don't get no coochie,
Put a
you gonna
name on
lose your damn mind if your woman be like, oh, you run me?
Put a name on it,
And
Gordy.
then, you know how women like to get like that?
That boy Illa got triggered a little bit, didn't he?
No.
Women will be like,
hold on.
oh, he upset me. Now we're not having sex for 2 weeks. Because I've also had conversations with y'all where y'all be like, women be dead wrong on holding their coochie away from us.
You ever heard me say
that shit?
I agree with Trev said. Like, most men are not like that. Most men will do exactly what Bougie wants them to do. But there is men, and it's a coincidence. Me and Trev from the same area, so I know for a fact he really probably is like that because I'm really like that. I don't give a fuck if you take that coochie away. If I say some shit and I mean that shit, and it might lose you in the process, I swear to God on my mother and father graves, I will lose you in that process. But that's not a lot of men. But those men do exist, especially from Essex County. I ain't capping. Any woman that see me know that motherfucker ain't lying. I will definitely leave you where I found you. If you say something I don't like, if you moving the way I don't like you to move, that don't mean I don't listen to you. But some men are willing to walk away from that box, that bed, that beautiful. Yes, they exist. They're rare, but they exist because they definitely on this panel.
It's some, but I
Wow.
don't think
I'm that.
The Running Man competition is suicide.
Oh, that like gonna be a good movie. Hold on now. The Running Man. Wait a minute.
The name on who you talking about. Put a name
Please
on
do.
who you talking about.
Please do. Even if it's me, I don't care. Go ahead.
Oh, what'd you say, bro? If that 2000, you deserve 8.
And do it. It's not
I
gonna make me
wasn't
feel
talking about
bad.
anybody specific.
You
Well,
said y'all. You said
Put names
y'all
on
be on the panels.
Really?
So you had to have been talking about somebody specifically. Just
I
drop the
feel
name.
like
Ain't nobody
I-
scared.
Yeah, say the name. Say the name.
Does anybody object to it?
Well, no, this is my first time having a
I had one
conversation. This is my first
I
time
won't
having a conversation with you, Ella. So
No, say it.
it's obviously not you. But I've heard all of y'all sit up here and be like, because you know how women they'll like try and like withhold sex. And even Illa said, right? He was like, because
Wait, you heard me say that before?
Well, no, I've heard every man pretty much
I wouldn't even
make a complaint about how women will do that. Is what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so all right, what you got?
Yeah, they will, but some men won't. Will let you do it and don't care.
But I'm
So wait a
tying
minute.
that into the point that I made earlier, which was men have like their manhood and their ego wrapped up into their sex life and their wallet. And then later on in the conversation, you also went on to say how most men aren't going to do something because of what they feel like is going to be the repercussion from women. So if we both came on here saying which is pretty much the exact same thing, right? I have a really hard time believing that men are just out here okay with not getting their dick wet. Excuse me for saying it. But
That's why the name of the show is Why Men Are What? Weak. So what you just described was the weak man. He's the majority. And that's why we're speaking against that. Because the weak man will do anything for that coochie. Hence the title of the show. What do we need to do better?
Right.
Bougie, I know what you're talking about,
I also
Bougie.
think that's a
I
little
wanna-
weird to me because okay. Can I ask a question? I guess this is the part where I get lost. I get lost because you're gonna tell another man that he's weak for listening to his woman and getting some ass. Who else is gonna give it to him?
Another woman. Like the fuck?
And if most of us feel like I want this man to do this, but the only people that are saying that the man shouldn't do it is other men, who's going to give that man
We're
some ass?
not saying, we're saying you could do what you want to do, but
That's
we're
all I'm
saying
trying to
no,
understand.
we're not saying that.
Nah, you missing it, Bougie. See, you missing it. You know how y'all like to say, what another man won't do, another man will. It applies for men too. Now, mind you, there are some nuances to that, though. There are some nuances to that. Now, I'm not talking about just going to a massage parlor or something and get your shit off. I'm talking about in real life. I'm going to pay for it because, I mean, yeah, let's be honest. A man can easily just say, you know what? Oh, you ain't gonna give up the box today? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to this massage parlor. That's what they can do. They can go down there and they can go massage parlor. You know what I'm saying? Maylene, them going, you know what I'm saying, do what they got to do. And next thing you know, he gonna come back a happy man. And so, hold up, yo, if y'all can see the video, go click on the other version of it because I got it set up to 2 ways, the slim version and the big version. So that's probably why you viewing it like that on your TV, bro. But yeah, they can just go to Maylene though. So yeah, why? So what are we talking about? But the ultimate problem is this though, when men talk about women weaponizing it. Okay, well, so you ain't gonna give me no box because I told you no today, or I told you no, you couldn't. I wasn't gonna give you $1,000 to go shop. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Absolutely not. I may have had a perfectly good reason to tell you no why you couldn't get that $1,000 to go shop today. Because maybe I needed that $1,000 to invest that money to something to get us $5,000. And that's gonna put us in a better position. So then I can then give you $2,000. Now you can go have a ball. But see, y'all don't look at things like that. Or it could be the simple fact of it could be none of that. The nigga just may be horny as fuck. Like, hey man, what's good, bro? Like, it's been 2 weeks. What we doing? I'm tired, man. I don't give a fuck. 2 weeks? Nah, G. What's good with it? If you don't want me stepping out, and you are the only person that I can turn to get box from, I need you spreading it open. It's been 2 weeks, G. Figure it out. Dude, figure it out. 2 weeks? Yeah, you bugging.
We're saying if your woman is withholding sex because of a principle you're standing over, that's some sex you need to lose.
Fact.
We're not saying just to disagree with your woman just to say you're a man. That's stupid. We're saying that when you're speaking of something from a position of principle, something you believe, something that you stand for, that your woman may not agree with, whether it be dress wear, whether it be language, whether it be diet, anything that she thinks is pertinent to the development of that relationship. If she's trying to withhold vagina because of something like that, fuck that vagina. We're not saying don't listen to men, don't get no sex. No, we're saying that do you have pride as a man? What are you willing to do for that sex? Any fucking thing? Are you willing to say anything to get that coochie from her? That's some coochie that you could fucking keep. That's what we're saying.
So Bougie, I just wanted to explain something to you about it though, just so you have a better understanding of where I'm coming from specifically, why this messaging might be a little confusing sometimes, and I get it. So a long time ago, right, I brought up the conversation of, well, shit, and I kind of hammered down on it. I said a lot of times we speak from our perspective, but I don't think that the average person would even come up on a panel and speak in front of a bunch of people, right? That's just, and what I wanted people to realize is that we're not an accurate representation of the masses, and that's a fact, just based on people who appear on here. So a lot of times it would be stupid for us to just speak on the behalf of ourselves, because most of us on the panel typically don't have those type of issues, particularly with women. I know as an adult, I have not had many issues with women at all, right? So, and I think that the gentleman on the panel can share the same sentiment, right? But when we speak on behalf of the men. So some men will never appear in here, may not be able to articulate themselves, or just quite frankly won't be afforded the opportunity. So we have to speak to them vicariously. That's just what it is. So a lot of times you might see me through the soul of somebody else who can't get an opportunity to speak on here, right? So I address the gripes of men for the masses, because it's not about us. Fuck us on the panel, for real. It's not about us. I don't do this for us. I don't technically have a dog in a fight outside of my children, which I've already groomed to be prepared for this fucked up world out here, right? So
but they ain't got a problem with him saying groom though. They ain't nobody raised an eyebrow, nobody said nothing in regards to grooming though. But when we talk about dating, and the nigga say, listen, bro, I need to groom my chick. Oh, what you mean you need to groom them? See, that's the predatory behavior. Nah, G, see. But it's okay when you say groom your child though. Boy, I tell you, y'all be picking and choosing when y'all be picking and choosing. When
I speak in generalities for other people. So you might see me say some wild shit, but it's not my my experience. I generally don't have bad experiences with women. I don't have people that are mean to me.
There you go.
I get compliments.
See, Courtney. See, there you go. He said, "I was wondering why that was a choice of words." I can't lie. See, that's what I'm saying though. It's grooming. Ain't nothing wrong with the word. I think it's a mental thing. I think it's a mental thing. Because when people say I need to train you, when under certain contexts, people don't trip, but then in other contexts, people trip. So if I say, hey, listen, bro, you a little out of shape, I gotta train you up. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can make sure you get the proper fitness, so that way you can be in the best shape of your life. Nobody trips on that. Nobody trips on that. But if I say, hey man, this is my girl right here, man, I gotta train her up to make sure that she understands how to operate as my woman. What you mean need to train her up? Gotta train her. Gotta train her up so she can understand how to operate around me, because I may not be the same dude. I'm not like everybody else. I got things, I got plans, I got goals that's going on. So I got to train up to make sure that she understand how to operate within this program. So that way this train can move efficiently. This machine can operate the way it's supposed to operate, like a well-oiled machine. It has a negative connotation. Not saying he's wrong for it, but it don't though. I think the negative connotation is a personal thing though. It's a personal thing, and so I think it's person to person, because I don't see anything wrong when it comes to grooming. When somebody says grooming, it's a perspective aspect of it. Now, of course, if somebody say, listen, bro, I got this 13-year-old, I gotta groom her up. You know what I'm saying, to make sure that she right for me. Then it's like, hey, bro, it's like, hey, hold up. We gotta have a conversation. What you mean? And just stop grooming me, bro. It's like when you talk about men grooming each other. Oh shit, hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. No. When you talk about men grooming, oh my God, hold the it's the goose, it's the gray goose. But that's the difference though. That's the negative connotation in that though. But if a man talks about, listen, bro, I got to groom, so you don't have a negative connotation when I say, listen, bro, I got to groom. You automatically know that means I need to groom my face, I need to line my shit up, boom, 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 boom. And other places too. Manscaped, shout out to Manscaped. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, the link is in the description. Go ahead and tap in. But it's different. So it's a person to person situation. But if I say, listen, I'm grooming my daughters to make sure that they're the best women that they could possibly be, it shouldn't have a negative connotation to it, considering the conversation. So if you believe what you're saying, what's wrong with saying men grooming each other? But because of the context of how I said that, men grooming each other. So when you say, if I just say I'm grooming, right, you automatically know that I'm grooming. But that also entails grooming other parts of your body, not just your face and your head. So it's like, hey, yo, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. So that's what that negative connotation is. That's what that negative connotation is, because we understand that some people gonna look at it as, hey fam, what you mean? What you mean? So that's why.
Compliments all the time. I run into people, they smile. So that's not my experience. But does that mean that I don't recognize what other people are actually going through? I see it. I witness it. I talk to people who deal with these type of things, and I try to get them to that better place as much as I can. And fortunately, JR have us on a platform where we could kind of bring other people to that, at least as close of an experience to the men on the panel have, right? Whatever that looks like. Does it help or no?
I mean, yeah, because like I say all the time, a lot of things that I'm talking about from the perspective of like either like it's pertaining to my age group, or it's pertaining to like what I hear women in general saying. So I get that part of it, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, to have the discussion and make it seem like the majority of men are out here like, I'm standing on business. They're not.
And that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's all I was saying. All
We
I'm
agree.
saying
We agree. Absolutely.
is most men are not, especially like how Bo brought up, like the men that be doing all of this yapping on TikTok. They're not like that for real.
That
Like,
goes
they're
for the
not-
women too. The
they're not
women that be
talking
talking
like
shit
that.
on TikTok and be acting like they need a high value man is getting their ass popped by a dude who just came fucking home. So it's bullshitters on both sides.
Like a basketball. Like that's all I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I just be like,
all right, so let me ask y'all a question, Chad. Then, if that's the case, regardless if niggas are acting like that outside or not, what does that take away from the actual truth? Is it a truth or a fact? Is it a truth or not? That's the point, because y'all so worried about the fucking messenger. You're worried about, oh well, these niggas out here really ain't doing it like that, and so they just talking and just me talking. So what? Does that make it less true? Is the shit that they're talking about, does it make it any less true than what they're talking about? Because of how they live their own life. Because typically speaking, they aren't talking about themselves. They're talking about the situations that they see, that they observe. So with that being said, what does that have to do with them? Does the point that they're making stand? Is it factual? Does it have any merit? Can you look at it and say, you know what, I agree with that. That makes sense. Because if a drug addict tells you, hey bro, don't do drugs, bro, that's a bad thing to do. Are you gonna do drugs just because, like, man, fuck what that nigga talking about, man, that nigga drug addict himself. So does that mean you gonna go and do drugs then? Or you gonna say, you know what, he do drugs, he told me not to do drugs, I see him, I see how he look because he do drugs, I don't want to look like that, so I'm not gonna do drugs. So like what we talking about, bro? What we talking about? The message is still the message. Even if somebody who never done drugs before, hey bro, don't go and do drugs, dog. Drugs ain't good for you. Drugs is not gonna get you anywhere. Don't do fucking drugs, bro. It's bad for your body in the long term. You can end up on side of the street like the rest of them. Don't do drugs. Regardless if he did it or not, does it make the message any less true than what it is? Y'all worried about who the fuck the messenger is. Fuck that. Listen to the message. Nigga, is it true or not? Do you agree? Do you understand where they're coming from? Do you see what's going on out here? Like, what do we, y'all so fucking, y'all be killing me. She sounds like a calorie surplus jazz. Bruh, going on, salmon tender. Bruh, y'all wild. Trump draining the swamp, Bill Clinton is the swamp. Dog, y'all crazy as hell, man.
That's
I don't know. And I guess like this is also the first time where, you know, y'all are coming from the perspective that I'm usually coming from, which is like I'm just speaking for the other side of like what I hear, right? Because that's usually like my plight, where I'm coming from like, oh, like that's not an issue that I personally have, but I'm just saying what is majority of the population that I see on social media having these conversations. And that's why I'm just coming from a place of like, these men not standing on business. They're not out here being like, oh yeah, whatever because like, even when you said like, oh yeah, I used to be grandpa giving the whole check to they're still doing that. That's what's still going on.
Yeah.
He still don't know his primary
because
care.
y'all scared them
He still don't
into
know
defying y'all. A lot of men are scared.
Homeroom teacher, like he still don't know. Like the girls still got like a lot of the control. So I when I started feeling like I was hearing like it started coming off as like the sentiment was like majority of men is like.
But this the thing though, y'all don't want the majority. Numbers show that most women are dealing with a minority. Y'all just like to talk about the majority to make a point.
Wait,
but
what
you're
number?
not dealing with the majority. Most women are dealing with that minority that don't really want to hear that shit they be talking about.
Yeah,
but
look.
they'll uplift the guy that will listen to him to make a point. But behind the scenes, y'all want the same guys. Y'all don't want the guys that listen to y'all. Y'all want the guys that is like, yo, whatever. In real life.
Yilla, what numbers? What are these numbers? And I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just don't. I truly don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out.
Oh my God, man! You could do the math yourself. You coming in there with ill intent. Well, numbers. It's not like I'm trying to. Yes, you are. If you really wanted to know, you would have said, okay. You would let him talk his talk. You would went there. You would went and looked it up. What's the number? Look, chat GPT the shit or whatever you needed to do to figure out that information. Like, come on, man. No, let's not be disingenuous, Bohemian. Let's not be disingenuous with this. I hate when y'all do that.
All men up here know that most masculine men who don't care about how she feels in the most when it comes to making a decision is a small group. She just said most men are not like that.
Saying, where are you getting these numbers from?
Oh, he's using his common sense to say, all right, niggas like real dope is fucking all the bitches. And the other niggas ain't getting none of them.
He ain't saying you.
It's common sense.
That's what's going on.
I guess, but I'm just saying that women are dealing with a small group of men. They use the majority. I mean, life shows you that most women. It's only a small.
I mean, you say
No, you don't, Bohemian. You being disingenuous as hell. Like, no, you don't need it. If you claim to be as educated as you are, as smart as you are, well, let's use your common sense. Let's use your discernment. Let's use your cognitive dissonance to pay attention to understand. Use that thing that you got between your nose, outside of your nose called eyes, and look around and see the world and what's going on. You see what the fuck is going on, man. Stop playing. Stop, bro. Stop. Wild Thornberry Locks tripping. Right, she know where to find the numbers at, man. She being so disingenuous.
Okay, so boom. When they do polls on single mothers and pregnancy,
you know what I'm gonna start doing? I think I'm gonna start doing this. Anytime somebody telling me, "Hey, bro, well, what are the numbers at?" Go look at it yourself. I'm not gonna tell you. You don't want to know, so go look it up for yourself. Do the research by yourself, because even if I tell you the numbers in yourself, you still ain't gonna believe it. So go find the research yourself. Go do the research yourself, like I did. I'm saying that from now on. I don't care. Well, show me the numbers. Go find it yourself. You got a phone just like I do.
Most women are getting pregnant from a small group of men. It's not the majority of men, and a lot of those men have felonies. That doesn't mean black women love thugs. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just saying most women are dealing with a smaller group of men. Most men are single and don't have children. So the group of men that's having children are having children with most of the women who have children. That's a fact.
Most men are not single with no kids.
So you're black men are. Most black men don't have children.
Bohemian, you so fucking I can't stand it. Let me keep playing.
I came out during that time. What they found was the T app. I don't know if you saw the leak, Bo, but when it came out, they found that a lot of women was messing with the same men.
The same dudes.
Bro,
they discussed them. It was the same ones, and some of them was like, well, he must have some good, you know what I mean, for all these women to be going crazy and acting this way. And if you remove it from offline and you think about, like, so I'm in Chicago. When I go to LA, the niggas that I hang out with,
they done lost me all across the board. It's supposed to be how masculine men who talk about shit online, but they really ain't like that in real life. But I'm guessing that's what they still on, because they didn't. I don't know, bro.
Niggas in Chicago would do. It's a group of men that know almost all the beautiful women in the city and just be out and about with them. I say it like that. And each location has a group of men like that. So
look how women respond to celebrities. They all know Chris Brown not choosing one of them. Do that stops them from being one of the chosen few? Because when you lit, women change the rules for you. They just want to be around that energy. They don't care if you got.
That's a great fucking point. I'm gonna use an even better one. I'm gonna use something that's even more feasible. Y'all know that TikToker? No, I think he a content creator. either content creator or Instagram, whichever one. The 6'7" dude, all of his content is literally of him walking up and down the streets of different cities. I think he out here in Arizona too, but he walking up and down the strip in Scottsdale and shit, and he catching content of women just got them stopping in their tracks, even when they're with their dude, stopping in their tracks, trying to holler at this nigga because he's 6'7", he stand out. This nigga, he work out, lift type shit, got the long hair type shit. That they choosing 2 and 3 at a time, and at one time. Yeah, there you go. 6'8" the great, 6'8" the great. Just be walking up and down the street, bitches be looking at him, holding their dude hand, looking back at this nigga, ready to get his number. I'm talking about they already choosing why they with their dudes. That's a plethora of bitches that's just looking at him. And at any given moment, all of them, they ready to risk it all. Come on, bro. We gotta be genuine about these conversations. Hell, let's take it even less. Look at what Duke Dennis was doing at the moment. Duke Dennis had his run. Every time you turn around, everybody was trying to get, all the chicks were trying to get at Duke Dennis. There was one clip that Duke Dennis had 2 white chicks. They were with their dude, both of them. They were with, as a matter of fact, again, out here in Arizona, Duke Dennis was out here, and the chicks were with their dudes, walking with them. They real deal, no shit, left their dudes to go talk to Duke Dennis, both of them, same time. While the dudes up there looking back like, the fuck are you doing? They had to go over that bitch to grab them hoes, to pull them and say, hey, let's go. What you mean? First of all, to keep your dignity, I would have left you there. I would have left her ass there. I said, oh, okay, bet. You want to go holler at that nigga? Shit, do your thing. I'm finna keep walking. And don't worry about getting in my car. Find your own way home. And don't come back to my house. Go find somewhere else. Go find a hotel. You feel me? Like, what we talking about right now? This is the disingenuous conversations that we have, bro. We see this shit out here. We're men. We see the shit. We see it going on. Some of us experience it. Some others see others in the experience.
Another girl. They don't care. They just want to say, I was with Chris Brown. They only apply these stipulations when you're not at that level of notoriety. Not all women, but a lot of them. So when seeing that in real life, you can surmise that most women are dealing with a smaller group of men, and most men are not dealing with any women.
Bougie, I got a question for you, Ambo. All right. I don't know what's happening in your deal. Y'all gonna have to tell me, right? Now, do the men that you deal with, are they like guys who really can't get out here and get women, or do they get bitches?
Fair question.
So your question is,
the guys who you deal with,
is he the type of man that gets bitches, or
that
he
command
gets
a lot of women? A lot of women is coming to them, or they got it like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Bo? Do you date the men that you normally are attracted to or used to be attracted to? Are those men who typically get a lot of women? Or they have those options at least?
She lying. She about to lie.
A lot? I wouldn't say a lot, no.
But do they have?
You probably don't like
they
none
have
of them just for
access?
that.
Have access to a lot of women, not necessarily.
Yeah, do they have?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know who men have access.
Okay, so you playing? Okay, she's gonna play them. All right. Well,
you see how disingenuous she being right now. Cause she know. If she answered the question, her entire argument is debunked. The entire argument is debunked. That's why she don't want to answer that shit. I wouldn't say that he don't get a lie. I wouldn't say that. Girl, just say what you gotta say. Yes, yeah. Just say what you gotta say.
No, I'm not. Okay, so to be fair, I typically do not go after men that a lot of women like. I don't like that. I don't like when women are like drawn to this guy. I just don't like that.
If I'm with somebody that
It's not
don't nobody
attractive
else
to
want, I
me.
feel like something is wrong with them.
Say that again.
If I'm with if I were to be with somebody that nobody else wanted, I would feel like something is wrong with them. But I feel like that's what everybody thinks.
Thank you. Now I don't think men are like that. I think y'all are like that. I don't think we like that.
I mean, I can accept that because I don't know, but I think that that's like
because 9 times out of 10, most men, again, and this is where listen, y'all can second me on this notion. 9 times out of 10, most men, listen, if you got a real bad chick right here, all the dudes are flocking to her. Cool. We may try to exercise like, I can get her, boy. I'll pull her real quick, but I really ain't trying to. I just want to show y'all that I can pull her. But I really ain't checking for. I'm checking for this other chick that ain't y'all other niggas ain't fucking with. That ain't nobody touched over here. She may not be a 10, but she an adjustable though. I'm gonna go fuck with her. I'm gonna go fuck with her and train her up right. She gonna be better than all them other bitches. Cause she gonna have everything that comes. She gonna have everything. She's an adjustable. She's fit. She's feminine. She knows how to do everything that I need her to do. She's on point with everything. She knows how to add value. I'll take this one right here. And she ain't been touched yet either. Man, you better shit. I'll take this one over here. Appreciate it. Because the perfect 10s, or which they like to call perfect 10s, they got issues anyway. So I'm good. Yeah, that's why I put in the quotations. The perfect 10s don't exist anyway. So they got it.
I want to go everybody like.
So like, because it's the equivalent of that's
facts.
I look at it like this. In my I guess in girl world, that is what our equivalent to what y'all say a high value man is like. What do you like? Because it's like a running joke.
I believe you. I know this is the truth.
Where women are like, if don't nobody want him, then I must be the only stupid bitch that sees something in this man. Why you don't like him? Like, what you mean?
And
what
that doesn't
see that, like, why? What do you see wrong with him that I don't see wrong with? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't be having them problems.
No, Bo, don't tell us about who you are now. Tell us about at least who you used like.
I've always been like that. That has never been attractive to me. I've never understood that thought process. I don't want a man that everybody wants. And I don't care what you think about who I like either. I don't care that another woman is like, I wouldn't date him. Good. Because
Bo, do you like tall men?
Never, huh?
I'm okay with the man that everybody don't want. He's usually the best out of the bunch. Listen, I get that. And I understand. Now, don't get me wrong. Nothing is absolute. So yeah, there are some women who don't really care about the man that all the women want. That's cool. Some women are like that. You know what I mean? And more women need to think like that, because 9 times out of 10, those are the type of men that those women need versus the ones that they want. That's the conversation they don't want to have. They look for the man that they want, not the man that they need.
Do you like tall men?
I guess so. I will, because I'm a tall girl. So you have to at least be my height.
Why?
So do you prefer tall men? Is that normally who you do? Do your men normally end up taller than you?
I usually end up with same height men, just because they're average. Like it's more of them.
Okay. Do you normally like men who you think are attractive or handsome?
Yeah.
You trying to run her down there? You trying to run her down?
Is it safe to say that a man that's your height and is handsome, probably a lot of women would be attracted? And are they not bums typically?
But being attractive is subjective. It's what is attractive to me may not be attractive to other women.
It's really not subjective. I think
I think Jalen Hurts is ugly. So
yeah, but you can acknowledge. I can acknowledge like, oh, I think this girl is attractive, but I don't think most guys would think she's attractive. You can acknowledge like, oh,
yeah. See what I'm saying? Like, she being so disingenuous. We gotta understand, bro. There are certain people that objectively, it's like, ooh, that motherfucker fine. Like that, she shorty fine. You feel me? And then there are some you can be like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? To each his own. You know what I'm saying? You got some that's a to each his own situation. Then you got one that's like, man, listen, bro. I know for sure most people find this chick attractive. Most people find this chick attractive. And there are people like, come on, Bo. You too busy trying not to get caught up in your lie. Beauty is subjective. Attraction is typically more of an aesthetic, in my opinion. Well, again, it depends on what you mean by beauty, though, because if you're talking about beauty in regards to the person's personality, a person can be very beautiful in regards to their personality and who they are on the inside. But typically speaking, when people equate beauty, they're talking about the attraction level. They're talking about their appearance, how they look, their facial features, their body type, all that encompassing. It's, hey, is that person attractive? And then if they have, the confidence and the well dressed, they smell good, they're well groomed, everything is looking good. All of that then ties into the attraction of it. Because again, there are some people who are very good looking, but some people just may not be attracted to them. It's like, okay, yeah, that person looks really good, but I'm just not attracted to them. I know a bunch of 10s that I done seen before. I'm like, yeah, she fine as hell, but I'm not attracted to her though. Could be something that's a little off about it. So I get what you're saying. I did explain that, huh? My bad.
This is a guy that I like, but most people probably wouldn't. So you understand, like, yo, most women will probably find this guy attractive, but I just find this guy attractive. So you understand the differences, right? You can accept that.
I can accept that. What I am saying is, I don't care if another woman wants.
I started a little early, Bull City, man. My bad. I had put it in the Discord. Said I was gonna start it at 7:05 today. I had put it in the Discord because I'm trying to test it out to see if I like 7:05 or 9:05 better.
Because a lot of women are like, a lot of women do want other women to want, or they want a man that other women want. I usually stay away from that man. Like if I see a lot of women going after a man, I'm not going after him. I'm not competing.
Two quick questions, Bo. Two quick questions, Bo. And they're really, really quick.
Because
it's gonna take like 2 seconds to answer it. All I want to know is, would you consider yourself an anomaly, and do you think your peers typically do choose men that are more so attractive?
I think I am an anomaly. Yeah, I do. Because I don't think that a lot of women think like me. That's why I'm saying I can't identify with it. And I'm not saying that most women don't.
No, I get it. I get it. So you don't even got to pull teeth no more, bro, because she's not because I see where you're going with it, but in all honesty, she's not just like how I said we're not a typical representation. I don't think Bo is a typical representation of how women operate. I think most women do operate under the guise of, okay, yeah, I want somebody who wants somebody. It's called pre-selection. That's been a thing for a very long time. So I think that most women do operate under that. But
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do think Boheme, she's speaking from a place of now. I guarantee she wasn't like that when she was younger. She's saving face. I guarantee you she wasn't like that when she was younger. Guarantee it.
Trying to see if she's
and I can accept it.
I was just trying to see if she's reasonable. Like, you can ask me, like, yo, do you like girls with a lot of other guys like? And I can say no, right? But I can acknowledge, like, I can look at a girl and tell, oh, a lot of guys is gonna like her, even if she not my type. I can acknowledge, like, yo, I know a lot of niggas in her DM. I think it's very easy to identify as a man. I think as a woman, it's probably very easy to identify, like, oh, that man, I don't even want him because I know too many bitches want him.
Well, like, see, I want to clarify that I feel like
niggas is in. Watch this though. Niggas is in Bougie's DM trying to get the box. I bet y'all won't tell me how I know that.
My personal opinion is being wanted, but also being inaccessible makes you top tier. Like I think the problem is everybody feels like they don't want a person that is heavily sought after and heavily desired, because that means like hoe behavior. But
that's what I'm saying, Courtney. I don't be in her DM. I don't need to be in there. But I'm saying I can guarantee you why other men would be in there though. I can tell you why other men would be in there though. I want to see who gonna call it out though. Who gonna call it out as to why other men would be in Bougie's DM? I just want to see.
My perspective would be like, you're heavily desired. I want to be with a person that's heavily desired, because now that we're together, it's like, yeah, I'm with you, and all of them are not. So like, you're my trophy. I'm your trophy. Like, it's you won the prize. Like, if that was the most sought after person ever, and now that person wants you, and you are with that person, and that person's not like cheating, not doing, you know what I'm saying? That's like
facts.
Why wouldn't you want that?
Yeah, she off with that one.
Yeah, I think most women feel that way.
Bo would have to explain. She said, "Why wouldn't you want that?"
She do, don't it? She do, don't
because I'm not into competing. I'm not about to compete. Like, you're not going to be like, well, this one.
That's your problem. That's it. First mistake right there. Insecurity.
Woman over
insecure, laziness, not a competitor.
I'm not competing. Like, if all of those other women are after,
that's why she got dreads.
You, and you are entertaining those other women, entertain those women. I'm good. I'm cool.
But that goes against what I just said, which is you're heavily desired, but you're inaccessible.
No, I agree with that, right? Like, I agree with inaccessible. I do not want a man that a lot of women want, because that is a big problem. That's a huge headache for him too. Like, could you imagine a guy that all of the women, I'm sure men get tired of women making these advances, because
nigga, you just tell them no, you good. Like, nah, I'm straight, bro. I'm good on you. Relax. I'm straight on you. I'm good on you. No, we good. Like, nah, short, I'm good, man. I appreciate you though. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm good. I'm straight. Nah. Because the reason that you don't want to compete, the reason that you don't want to have that so-called headache is because you don't want to do the work. Because you think you need to be accepted for who you are. You don't want to be better. You don't want to be a better version of yourself. That's why. Because the guy that you had before, he probably was out of your league. And he made you, and he was trying to bring the best out of you, and you didn't want to do it. You wanted to sit in your comfort zone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Let me tell you something. These women are crazy. They do the craziest things to get a man's attention.
Well,
and I'm sure that's
as a reflection of her, though, it can create issues. Temptation can be, temptation can be challenging. But if he a dude that has the D discipline, it ain't going to affect him, because he know what he got at home. Because if he knows and understands that his woman is top tier, he ain't trying to fuck that up. He ain't trying to fuck that up. Because they already know that the chicks that's hollering at him, he just know already that they just want to be in his girl spot. He's like, nah, you good. Like, nah, you don't need to be over there. So therefore, but at the same time, you need to make sure, that is lazy. That's lazy on her end, because you got to level up with your dude. If you know your man is top tier, if you know that this man that you decided to date is top tier, and you feel it, and you feel in your soul that you don't compare to this man, or you feel as if you're inadequate, well, you need to level up with him then. You need to put yourself in the space, do what it is you need to do to level up with him. So that way because you're going to have to compete, because especially if you want a man that's going to be the top tier, the creme de la creme of men, you got to be the creme de la creme of women too. You can't just sit back and just be comfortable. You gotta work. You don't get in a relationship and then next thing you know, it's just comfort. You still gotta work. That shit still takes work. You still gotta grind in a relationship. You still gotta build because there's gonna be many obstacles that's gonna come. You gotta work. Just like he gotta continue to work. But that's what I'm saying. I understand it, but I think it's a code. She said she don't want that, but I think it's a code though. I don't believe it. I honestly don't believe it. I think it's a code. I think it's a code. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't believe it.
Knowing to that man, I personally don't want to deal with it's unappealing to me. It turns me completely off.
Have you ever experienced that with a guy that you was? Have you ever experienced that with a guy you was with?
One guy, yeah. And I didn't like that at all.
Why you think women was so attracted, wanted him so bad?
He was extremely attractive. He was very attractive. He had a whole lot of money. He just did well for himself. So yeah, I did that. That was the experience that taught me I don't want to deal with it.
What made you and him get together? Like, what made you give him an opportunity, or what made y'all get together? Like, what did you like about him?
He was attractive. And
okay.
yeah, like, I was 20. That's all that matters to me. 20.
That's what I was asking you earlier when you was younger. Like, what?
You see what you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying though?
What was your, you know? But maybe you learned early. Maybe you learned early. Yeah. Oh, he attractive. He got money. That ain't for me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's been plenty of women who will tell you that they could look at you and be like, you get a lot of you got hoes. That's what they say. I'm not fucking with you. You got hoes. But they still be fucking with you eventually. They say that.
Call a spade a spade. Called it out for. Put it out there for. I said it. She did it before. She didn't want to do the work. She got insecure. She didn't like the feeling of being insecure. She didn't like that feeling because she thought she was inadequate because this nigga was hella attractive. He had money and all this, and she didn't feel worthy enough to be with this nigga, man. But we don't know nothing though. But we don't know nothing though. We just be out here just be talking because it's a podcast. Well, this is the Courtnee Edgar show. I wouldn't necessarily call it a podcast. This is a show. I mean, it could be it could be the type of women. I guarantee you the type of women. I guarantee you this though, Courtney. The type of women that were going at him looked nothing like her. So she felt some type of way. She felt inadequate. She was very insecure. And she probably had that same mentality. Oh, you don't make me feel secure. That ain't my problem. That's your problem. That ain't got nothing to do with me. You need to get out of your own head. Just like what Bougie just said. Shorty, I'm with you. They want to be in your position, but I'm with you. I chose you. Now that you are with me, you still got to compete though. You don't get comfortable here. But that's not to tell you that, hey, listen, don't get comfortable because I'm gonna leave you. But no, you want to level up with me. I need you to level up with me. We need to be in this thing together. But she didn't want to do that. And so she couldn't live like that. She couldn't live in that because she didn't want to do the work. And that's typically what happens. Talk about men being insecure. That was an insecure moment right there that she had. And like I called it earlier, she was younger when she had it. The way she's speaking right now is based off of some shit that happened to her in her past. And now she's thinking different. She's like, nah, I don't want that type of life because I don't want to have to worry about that because it be what it is, bro. Clean up the PJ. About an affair, Trump should have been impeached 100 times over now. Oh, you won't Trump out of there, huh? You want Trump up out of there, bro? Listen, man. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. At this point, you might well just give it up, dog. Stop worrying about it. He in office. It's over with. Worry about something else. Focus on other things. Focus on getting your bag up, bro. You worry about all the wrong things now. You worry about Clinton getting impeached or not getting impeached, man. That shit's over and done with. That man is in office. He doing things. He making shit happen. Listen, y'all still talking about Epstein files and shit, man. No. Nope. Listen, so look, let me ask y'all a question, bro. Should I still go back to that? Should I still keep it at 905? Or should I do 705? Like I said, I just wanted to test it out to see if 705 will be good. I don't know. I might still keep it at 905 though, because I know everybody used to the 905. I just wanted to test out the 705 to see what it's really hitting for. Let's see what Courtney said. Compete, don't get comfortable. Most women wouldn't take it. Well, I get you though. Yeah, compete. Yeah, again, I know a lot of women don't like the terminology that's being used. What you mean? I gotta compete. Yes, you gotta compete. You gotta compete. You gotta compete in the workforce. You gotta compete in relationships. Especially now, mind you, if you got a man that don't have any ambition and he just comfortable where he at, yeah, cool. You ain't gotta compete. You just living life. Y'all just growing old together. But if you got a man that's ambitious and he's growing in life and he's leveling up and he got stages and his life is going like this. His life is going like this. You need to also be on that train with him doing the same exact thing. You need to be like this. You need to be leveling up with him. He can't be going like this, and then you are going on the straight line. That ain't gonna work. Y'all gonna continue to drift apart. Y'all gonna drift apart. Y'all gonna drift apart. Y'all gonna drift apart. Y'all gonna drift apart. That's what's gonna happen. Now you have time to go out and network. Shit, go out and network where? Looks like you have a good crowd on vertical stream. Looks like seven works, huh? Looks like 7 works. I'm gonna test out 9 though, because I haven't did the vertical stream yet at 9. So if I get the same reaction at 9, I might just keep it at 9 for the vertical stream. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. We'll see how that works out. Crazy how women love come, but hey Pete, man, you these analogies need to be studied, bro. Oh my god, dude. You crazy as hell, dog. Network outside. Saturdays are good days to bump into folks. I actually want to go to this other spot. I actually want to go to this actual networking event. It's called Lux. It's out in Scottsdale. I actually want to go to. I think it's some chick that I ran across on TikTok, and she hosts a lot of them out there in Scottsdale, bro. I think that'd be good for me to go out there and network one of these days. I think they had one today. it was a black tie party, but I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for that yet. So I think I'm probably gonna go to the next one though. Hit up the next one, get a RSVP, and then pop out there, do some networking. You know what I'm saying? Find me some people that can do some work for me on the back end of the show. You know what I mean? Take away a little bit of Courtnee's time. Especially I'm gonna need people to work on my sponsorships. You know what I'm saying? We working on sponsorships. I need some worker bees on the back end. You feel me? We need some worker bees. We got to get some of these sponsors in here, dog. It's too many sponsors out here to get. Too many. Local, non-local, big, small business, all of it. Big bread, little bread, all of it. We want the dollars. You feel me? We want the dollars. But in order to make sure that we get, in order to make sure we get there, we got to continue to keep adding value. And it looks like that's what's happening right now. We doing good, bro. The Courtnee Edgar Show, we up next, bro. We up next. And then once we get Courtnee Edgar Show tapped in the right way, then banter and barter, man, listen, we up. When we say no one's going to get 2K from Donnie and call. That's what I said, bro. You just gotta wait. You gotta wait it out. I said don't expect nothing just yet. You know what I'm saying? If anything, wait till 2026. I'm pretty sure we'll hear some more about it. Jay being like, I'm telling you, bro, it's undefeated, bro. Jay be coming with some wild shit. You can slide for 1 to 1.5 hours after the stream and still be out in the spot before folks too lit to mess up. Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm let me show y'all real quick what I'm talking about. Let me find on here first so I can be sure it's the right person. Give me a second. Damn, I want to go watch Juice now. Damn, hold up. What is it? What's it called? Savannah. No, let's go to like. Let's see. Oh, here it is. What's the name? Look, Social Hub. Let me see. All right, so it's one of these spots right here. So let me pull it up. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me pull it up. It's this spot right here. Boom. So it's this spot. So it's this spot right here. It's this shit right here. So she holds like Social Hub, some shit like this. I'm trying to pull up on one of these.
Arizona and you're looking to go to not your average networking event, listen up. Hi, my name is Alaya. I'm the founder and owner of Lux Social Hub. And tomorrow night we are hosting a networking event at the coolest location I have ever been in Arizona. We are currently at this huge freaking bachelor pad in Scottsdale, and we are looking for business owners, entrepreneurs, people that are actually doing shit with their lives to come attend this event. There are going to be vendors, drinks, food, good people here all around, and honestly, a lot of good pictures because I own a marketing agency, so we need the bombshells coming in. This is a black tie event, and if this sounds like something that you want to go to, comment down below, and I will send you the private RSVP.
Yeah. I'm trying to get in that.
Spend the day with me as
the show. I'm talking about the networking event, bro.
23-year-old marketing agency owner. My agency is going to be making $2 million in the next 2 months in less than.
Hold up. I know what hold up. Wait a minute. Is that what my homeboy say?
Agency is going to be making $2 million in the next
that look like what my homeboy
2 months in less than a year of business. I was minding my business, taking my time getting ready for the day, and then I found out that one of our reps brought her fucking cat. If you haven't seen any of my previous videos already about my agency and the culture, we do things. Spend the day with me as a 23-year-old marketing agency owner. My agency is going to be making $2 million in the next 2 months in less than a year of business. I had a huge meeting today with my full sales team and some of my marketing girls. We've been hiring like crazy, and I'm probably going to have like 100 fucking employees by the end of the month. My favorite part about my marketing agency is the culture. We literally have so much fucking fun together. Everyone is super unhinged.
Like the fucking word, don't it? Shorty, relax.
Doing our own things, but we do execute like no other. The marketing team and the sales team.
All right, Gary Vaynerchuk
is actively in war. It's like World War III. I absolutely love the environment that has been created. It is so fun. We have crazy incentives, take everyone out. It's a blast. And right now I just got off the phone with the sales manager and he is getting everyone tattoos in office saying Lux.
We're about to go day drink.
Are you going to sell anything?
What? Yeah, we have a call at 1. We're about day drink though.
Yeah, so welcome to my company. We're on Hinge. We're Gen Z led, and we're fucking making $2 million in the next 2 months. Spend the week with me as a 23-year-old marketing agency owner. My company is going to be making $2 million in the next 2 months in under a year in business. We spent the week in a $10 million Airbnb, and it was crazy. My house, I just bought it, you know. I've been showing every single side of my business for the past couple of months ever since I started this thing up. And I know it doesn't seem like we work hard, but every single one of us are working all freaking day. Every morning at 10 a.m. we get started our day with sales trainings, marketing, back end, all the things. Make sure that everyone is on the same page and wins freaking together. Every night was where the true bonding would happen. Drinks, food, having fun together. It literally felt like something out of a freaking movie or a show, like Love Island. We've been calling it Lux Island because what the hell? We do have a tendency to do things really last minute over here. I am pretty impulsive and so are some people on my team. So we decided to put together a black tie event in less than 24 fucking hours. And guess who was finalizing the last of the plans like 4 hours before the event? Me. Security, drinks, everything literally hours before.
Hey,
that was a success. I mean, some of my freaking team members were taken on a damn fucking plane, bro. Next night, with a client,
you gotta show up
my sales
and represent.
girls.
You gotta show
You
up
guys
and
are not
represent.
even ready.
Courtnee the show in the banter bar.
We
gotta
have.
show up.
Today was our last day, and I was rudely awakened at.
Show up, make some noise, make some connections. We might be able to land. We might be able to do some business. Hold up, what's going on? We might be able to do some business. So yeah. Hit the chart. Hit the What's his name?
7 in the morning to do a content shoot for our social media pages.
Right.
At the same time, I was also trying to juggle getting us onto a private jet because I got a text saying, "Hey, Elia, can you go on a private jet today?" And that's a week in my life. Spend the week with me as a 23-year-old marketing agency owner.
Let me see. Let me see what the marketing events they talking about.
Fall back. Can you come pick up your clothes?
I see you.
Meet me at the door while it's still open.
I built a 6-figure luxury marketing agency. My first.
All right. Shit. Listen. We might have to make some moves. We're gonna have to make some moves, dog. We're gonna have to make some moves over here, big dog. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna have to get in contact with them. Say it ain't so. Let me read some of these comments real quick. Funny that people have an adverse opinion to the 2K. If he gives it, inflation will still be untamed, and 9 out of 10 people will waste it. If he doesn't, they cry broke. Yep, it's a win. It's a lose-lose situation for them, man. They always got to cry about something. Oh, they don't understand economics. Bull City folks' taxes gonna get knocked off if he does it this year. I'll wait till February to receive mine. Facts. That's what I'm saying. 2026 is probably when they're gonna even if it happens, it's probably gonna happen in 2026 anyway. She might like what Pete brings using that word heavy. Yeah, I'm not getting that shit tattooed either. They tripping. I'll get my business. Well, I mean, I kind of got my logo tattooed on me already, but that's my shit though. So tax incentive would be much better than stimulus checks. It would have a different economic impact. I agree. I got some spiffy threads in the closet. I just shut down DC last weekend. Let's get it. Shit, say less. Yeah, we have to pop up over there. I don't know when the next one is, but I'm gonna have to do some deep connect. Got to get in connect with her. She is the one I'm gonna need to get in contact with. Fuck the marketing. Fuck everybody else. I got to get in contact with the owner. That's who I got to get in contact with. That's when you know you make a big move. You get in contact with the actual person that owns the shit. The name is Ben. J Ben. For real. Hey, that would be crazy if the name is Ben. J Ben. You know he gonna come with some crazy shit. You already know J Ben gonna come with some crazy shit. All right. I think we good on that one. Let me get my black dress and show up in AZ. I'm telling you, see. I'm telling you, Courtney, yeah. We about to lock in. I might be able to find me some workers. But nah. But listen, bro, tonight was great. Actually, tonight was a really good show. I like it, man. We getting better and better every time. I like this shit. You know what I'm saying? I like this. And I actually like that double stream too, with the big screen and the slim screen. I like that shit. I like the vertical screen. I like that shit. I like it. But listen, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with your boy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to support the channel, you know you more than welcome to do so. It's not expected, you know what I'm saying, but it's definitely appreciated. If you want to tap into the Patreon, definitely tap into the Patreon. I put the links in the description. It's also in the comments too. You just got to scroll up. Also, make sure you share this with your family and friends too, man. Listen, we growing, we building this thing up. We building a big ass empire here. We are building an empire here. We here for the long term, not the short term. You feel me? All right, my good people. But until next time, I will holler. Peace.